This is the Old 77 Podcast. Hey, bitch.
Thank you for listening to the Old 77 Podcast.
Hey, what's up? Old 77 Podcast.
That's
right.
Dr. Fran is in the house.
Jackson, what is your problem? Look at me. Look at me. You dance like a teenage girl on the Tik-Tok.
All right, we're going to have to take caller number 4 now.
What's your diagnosis, Dr. Fran?
I think he's on the spectrum.
He's got that Asperger's.
He's got that Asperger's. Medium well, bitch.
Who are you? Hey, bitches. This is Old 77 Podcast.
It's a safe place.
In an unsafe world.
Impressive.
Warning. Foul language may occur due to the subject matter.
That is why I started the outreach program at the church.
Join our Patreon Clubhouse today. Clubhouse members get early access to episodes and exclusive after-hours content at patreon.com/theold77podcast.
You can officially start to drink.
Thanks for listening.
And now here you are, reunited.
It's like a goddamn Greek tragedy.
From the Old 77 Studios in Jefferson City, Missouri, this is the Old 77 Podcast.
It's a safe place.
In an unsafe world.
Damn,
Yeah.
Angel, good job, bro.
Slid right into that.
We have
Smooth.
We have friend of the show, Angel, back with us tonight. Maddie Francis
Get
got
in where I can get in.
get in where you can get it, baby. Sending love to our homie Maddie Francis. I think he got
He's at a family function.
he got
I believe.
wrangled into some Christmas stuff tonight.
Yeah.
So, you know, man, we get it. It
Family's
happens.
important. Family comes first.
That's right, that's right.
Absolutely. I got wrangled into some Christmas stuff earlier today, too. But
Today is the 23rd. We are recording ahead of time.
that's right. So
on our normal night.
yeah. So for everybody listening, we hope you had a Merry Christmas.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hope
yeah.
Santa brought you everything you wanted.
That's right. What about you guys? What's Santa bringing you guys? Do you know?
Well, I
I
got
have
an
no
idea.
I
Yeah.
have no clue.
No idea. Okay. I got some AirPods.
Oh, nice.
I got the new AirPods.
I didn't ask for anything. Like,
Yeah.
I just get me something in the stocking. I'm fine with that. Don't get me anything. I'm gonna watch the kids unwrap.
Yeah.
You know?
I think our deal this year was like, Jesse told me not to get her anything, but
Yeah.
My wife tells me that every
of
year.
course I'm gonna get her
Right.
something.
Yeah, I cannot get her. Actually,
And if you don't, God forbid.
I got her a massage, a 90-minute massage.
she specifically asked me for some windshield wipers. I'm like, hey, actually, I'll get you some windshield wipers, but I'm not. I mean, come on, I need your real gift.
Nothing says ho
So
ho ho
I
like
go to-
windshield
right.
wipers.
I go to AutoZone and I get some Rain-X. I get some good ones. You know,
That's
Some
good
nice
shit,
ones,
yeah.
yeah.
they're $34 a piece.
Fuck.
So it was almost $70.
Man,
So
they ain't that good.
so windshield wipe. Merry Christmas to your windshield wipers.
man.
You're gonna get that and some stocking stuffers.
Man, you guys ever been stuck in the middle of a rainstorm with some really, really shitty windshield wipers? It's not a good situation to
Dude,
be in.
I'm so old. I remember when Rain-X came in a bottle and you squirted that
spray-
shit
Yep.
on your.
I remember that
Spray
too.
it
on your
on your-
windshield. Yeah.
Do they not
Now
make it that
there's-
way anymore?
I think they still do.
Oh, I'm
and
sure
there's
they
there's
do.
Rain-X. I mean, we're plugging the hell out of them, but
okay.
there's
That's
the
all right.
windshield wiper fluid you can put in your reservoir.
Yeah.
Oh, they got
Some of
that
the
shit too.
gas, or not the gas, the car wash places have that as an option.
Yeah.
That when they
Yeah.
wash the so
Damn.
it's and the windshield wipers are.
You know what? Go Rain-X. You've
Those
come
guys,
a long way.
Yeah, they're making bank, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Capitalism at
product.
its finest.
At its finest. You're right.
So since Christmas is technically already over,
But not yet.
not yet, but for our listeners, it's
listeners.
already
Right.
over. What did you guys get your kids?
You know what? I'm going to be honest here. My wife did all the shopping.
Well,
You
yeah,
know what?
of-
I'm going to
of-
be honest and
of.
say the exact same
you know,
thing.
I threw a few
We-
ideas out
right.
for my boy.
We
Samesies.
discussed it, but
Right.
she did it.
Samesies.
The
I know we got a
baby's-
few things.
yeah.
The baby's been into this cartoon on Netflix called Coco Melon, and she found this.
I know that.
Right, she found this little play kit on Amazon and asked me to order it, so I ordered that. And he's 16 months old, so he'll love that.
Yes, he will.
The older one, he's been talking about monster trucks lately.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, how old's the
And
older one?
He'll be 6 in March.
Okay, so he's about my
So he's 5 3/4, as he likes to say.
yeah. He's like a few months older than my boys. then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Grandma and Grandpa
Yeah.
got him the remote control monster truck Gravedigger, which is what he's been specifying.
We've got one of those.
Hell
And we
yeah.
were shopping for some Power Wheels.
Oh, gotta love those
And
things.
the Gravedigger one was not in stock, and it was going to be like another $150 to ship it.
Yeah, man, those things are.
But
Dude, that's where they get you on the
right.
shipping.
And I can't remember the one we got. It's something Toro. It's got 2 horns coming off the side of it.
Dope.
and it's a 24 volts, so it's he'll have some good speed. He'll be able to drive around with his brother on it. He's gonna be so stoked when he sees that bad boy.
Dude,
that's cool.
My boys are spoiled. Like they've got a power wheel, a specific power wheel that's over at their Nana's house.
That great big fucking gator-looking thing?
Yeah. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Yeah. When you came out?
Yeah, when I came out over the summer, when
we hunted
me and the
mushrooms.
kids came out.
Yeah.
Your boys come rolling around the house in that thing like they fucking own the place.
Yeah, the gator.
One of them had his leg all kicked out. He's just rolling down, man.
Yeah, he's got hydraulics on it, so it looks like
when he stopped, the rims kept spinning.
It's like a gin and juice video over at Nana's house.
I told my wife we got to make sure this thing fits in the back of the van so that when we go to Grandma and Grandpa's, he can take it with him.
What do you guys have? Do you have like a Honda van? What do you got?
We have a caravan, Dodge Caravan.
The new van,
it
right?
should
With
fit in
the
there.
stow and go seat, so it all folds down flat.
Yeah, I think you'd be good. I'm pretty sure because we've got a Honda Odyssey and we've moved it around that way.
I kicked you a couple of times. I'm sorry, man.
Nope, not at all. There's
is that what you call footsie these days,
Yes,
Scotty?
man. I don't know.
No, the metal desk is in between us, so whatever you're hitting is the.
I'm over here footsying the shit out of something.
It feels
Not
good.
me.
Feels good to me. I love when you play footsie with me. Yeah.
That's not my feet, Dave.
Yeah.
So, Angel, you're getting over. Well, okay. So you had like a COVID scare, right?
I had more than a scare.
No, he had full on COVID.
I did test positive. It was after a slew of the family members tested
yeah, you
positive.
were
I
telling
was
us.
the
You were
last
saying
in
that.
the line of everybody. I think that the fact that I was fully vaccinated helped me fend it off as long as it did. But both kids and the wife were positive, and I'm in the house with them. And I jokingly told her, I'm going to go to a hotel. She's like, I cannot handle these two kids by myself without you. There's no way you can do that.
I can relate.
I can too.
But the 15-month-old, I mean, he just spewing fluids all the time. I mean, you have a baby, it's just snot and spit and
was he
pee
throwing
and
up and
poop
stuff?
Shit's going everywhere.
No. He had so my brother and his kid tested positive. His girlfriend, like a day later, she had it the worst of everybody. She was laid up.
Damn.
Didn't have to go to the hospital or anything, but her two daughters tested positive. And then so my parents found out, and they tested positive. Independently of them, we had taken the baby to get vaccines, and we thought he was having a bad reaction because he was having some hard time breathing. They tested him. He tested positive.
Oh, man.
And so then my wife and I and the other kid got tested. They tested positive. I tested negative.
Right.
Called my daughter, told her what's happened, and she said her boyfriend tested positive as well.
Yeah.
And we were all together on Thanksgiving. So my parents, the rest of my family, my daughter's boyfriend, my brother and his family, were all positive. I'm like the only one, and I'm like, oh shit! It's just there's no
matter
way,
of time.
There's no way I'm gonna dodge this. I'm just
Yeah.
waiting for the symptoms to kick in.
Yep.
And so I was already in quarantine when I tested positive. So then I just extended my quarantine 2 more weeks.
Exactly.
So I worked from home for over 3 weeks, and it was just, when I went back to work, I felt like I got paroled.
Yeah, it felt that good.
Luckily, my desk at the house, I have a bay window in the little off the kitchen where I have my desk and computer set up, so I have a view of the outside or whatever.
Right.
But it's the backyard. See the swing set and the trees and the fence.
Yeah.
But yeah, it had a little cabin fever there. For
I got paroled.
Right. My symptoms were mild to moderate. Because of my fatness and asthma, considered high risk. So I had the Rengen-Cove infusion treatment.
Oh, man.
The day after I got tested positive at the hospital. They make you go to the hospital to do this.
Yeah.
And it takes about a half hour or so, and then you have to be in observation for like an hour before they let you leave to make sure you don't have any reaction.
Yeah, that's the same way with the vaccine, except it's like 15 minutes.
I was to say that seems long.
Right. So like
they really want to check you out.
Do you feel like the infusion helped you out a lot?
The thing is that my symptoms were mild to moderate. I got tested relatively quickly, and then I had the infusion right away. Yeah. So I never really felt anything other than sore throat, a little bit of nausea, some fatigue, slight headache. But the headache was never enough where I like, man, I should probably take some medicine or whatever. Just,
So luckily you didn't have bad enough symptoms to even really be able to tell if the infusion made a huge difference or not. But I know, man, I know a lot of guys are doing that.
But because I'm high risk, I should have. And, I was vaccinated. I didn't have my booster yet. I was due for my booster on the 14th, and I tested positive on the 9th.
I see.
So I didn't have the booster yet, but I got the infusion. So I just think that because of all that, it was mild.
Yeah.
And the big thing I think a lot of people don't understand and realize is that vaccines work differently, and this is a new way of a vaccine, the RNA.
Yeah, the mRNA.
The mRNA, right. So it doesn't prevent you. A lot of people, people are still getting it for, they have the vaccine, they're still getting it. I'm not going to get it. It's pointless. That's not what it's designed to do. Right. It's designed to help you combat and recover quicker.
Yeah.
So if and when you do get it, you're able to recover quicker.
And that's what people don't get.
Right. So I think because of that and the infusion that, I was, when I heard the news, it was like when you first, like you've seen like movies or TV shows when people, they're told that they have cancer, that reaction, like your heart just drops out of you,
Yeah.
It was, as much as it's been going on for as long as it's been going on, it was real to me.
Yeah.
It had an emotional reaction to that.
Yeah.
When I left the hospital and I called my wife, I could barely speak the words.
Yeah.
And even though I know people are surviving it, and I'm, blah blah blah, and
but not everybody.
But not everybody.
Yeah,
there's a lady at work. Her daughter. She's in her 60s, and her daughter passed away.
Man.
Yeah, we've known some people that,
and she's now raising her granddaughter because the little girl lost her mom.
That's interesting, dude, because that's a very, very similar story to a story that I heard. Somebody that my mother-in-law knows. It was the exact same story. So I wonder if it's the same person.
Just City's not that big.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, but that was literally it. Like the daughter got it, the daughter passed away, and now grandma's raising them.
Yeah.
Which, God,
a few weeks later, I can laugh about it now because I'm obviously to the point where I'm recovered.
Yeah,
I'm allowed back in the wild.
Yeah, but at the time,
it did hit me. It was something that it really made you think of, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I am I have asthma. I have a really uncommon condition called G6PD. It's glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase deficiency. And whenever I tell people that, they're like, I think you just said deficiency twice, but the first time you said it was wrong.
Yeah.
No, it's dehydrogenase deficient. It's a deficiency, but it has to do with the liver enzyme.
I see.
But because of that, my asthma, I also have sleep apnea, and the weight. I'm like punching the card for high risk.
Yeah, right.
And so it was really scary to hear.
Yeah.
I've tested positive.
Yeah. So do you have like the CPAP machine? Do you do all that at night? Yeah. My brother-in-law, he does that too. Yeah. He's a bad snorer too.
Yeah, that kind of goes hand in hand.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
I would think you'd want to clean that thing out real well now.
I always see.
Oh yeah. I just got a new mask in the mail from my CPAP,
your provider,
durable medical equipment supplier.
Yeah. I saw a thing today that said that people should be using those. What is it? N95 masks.
M95. Yeah, that's what they were talking about a lot at the very beginning.
The medical grade.
Yeah,
right?
that's the good. Right. That's the good kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. I don't know. I'm tired of it though.
Everyone's tired of the masks. I feel like it's everywhere else. People are really masking up, but here in Missouri, we're not masking up at all.
Yeah, I think there's some other
been
places,
spiking.
though.
If you just look at the maps, we're always one of the reds.
Yeah, we're always spiking.
Yeah.
Us,
Florida's but you need to look at where
there.
it's spiking, though. It's always spiking like on the outer edges of Missouri, a little bit Columbia,
rural.
around in here, and then rural.
Yeah, rural.
Well, and the rural.
But that's Missouri, to be honest. Missouri's very
I do
rural.
what I want. You can't make me do what I want. I want to, you can't make me wear a mask.
Yeah.
And that attitude is leading across the country. It's leading to why this is dragging on because people it's not preventing it. It's still happening. Well, think about if everybody did follow all the protocols. And you can't make me do. It's a free country. I can do what I want. Blah blah blah. Well, okay, then you live with the consequences. There was a country, and I can't remember which one it was. Was it New Zealand or something where they completely locked everything down?
I think it was
New Zealand.
Yeah,
and for like 6
nobody
cases.
could come in and out. Nobody could. You couldn't do anything without being masked. I mean, and then they have like the lowest rate of transmission in cases. Well, what does that tell you?
But they're also,
isolated.
They're isolated and they have, crippling unemployment right now because everyone's home.
They're literally on an island.
Yeah,
they literally are.
Yeah, and their closest shipping partner, if you need anything, it comes from the mainland, which would be Australia.
Yeah,
they were locked down tight.
Well, that's why like things like Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, and places like that.
Right.
Things are so much more expensive because
yes,
everything has to come in from the mainland. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it was hard to live through.
Yeah.
Even though you're not contracting the COVID, you're still, dealing with the consequences of the pandemic.
So speaking of New Zealand,
yes,
I was just a guest on our good friend JT.
Oh, how did that go? How did that go?
It was good, man. We had a good time. We always have great conversations.
Yeah.
So.
I need to reach out to that guy and book him.
Let's do that ASAP.
Get him back on the show.
Yeah, I told him we would maybe try to do that somewhere at the beginning of the new year.
Yeah,
he's definitely game.
We were talking a while back, and he was like, "I'm ready to come back anytime." Man.
But he was telling me, I guess they've kind of gone back to doing some of the lockdown stuff in New Zealand again too. Yeah, I think
probably because of the new variant.
I'm assuming. Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you, do you know what variant you had? Did you have Delta? Did you have the Transformer variant?
Well, I had just a quick, what do they call it? The
rapid test.
The rapid test. I had the rapid test. So.
How does that one work?
They just swab your nose.
Yeah. Do you have to stick it all the way up?
Yeah, it's the same.
They stick it in there in like 10 seconds or whatever. But I don't think if it's not the rapid test, do they draw blood? I don't know.
No, I think it's the same thing.
I've gotten one of the regular tests.
They do a swab, but they got to go way the F up there, man. I mean, they're touching your brain.
Pretty much.
Some of them
and
get
so do they send that off to the lab, and you have to wait a few days before you get back?
Yeah, I had to wait a few days.
Then your physician will call you and tell you.
I had to give my 5-year-old one of those quick tests at home, and let me tell you, that was a lot of fun trying to get him to agree to that.
He's a union operator, and he thought he might have it again because he already had it once before.
A lot of people are getting it again.
Right, and that they would not let him come to work or return back to work unless he had a negative test, and it could not be an over-the-counter home test, and it could not be a rapid test.
Yeah, a lot of false positives.
They wanted the
it had to be the full-on test negative in order for him to be able to come back to work.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that those at-home tests are pretty iffy as far as their reliability goes.
But you know what? They're getting ready to release them to the general public. Like the administration's going to
start.
Biden's going to start pushing them out.
Yeah, I mean that's better than not having any tests at all.
I'm going to plug another podcast here. There was an interesting episode that I was listening to earlier today, and I hadn't quite finished it yet. There's a gentleman who had a TV show, and it was on Netflix for a while too. It was Adam Ruins Everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that guy with the hair.
Yeah. He has a pretty cool podcast called Factually.
Oh, all right.
And
I think I've heard of that.
Okay, I recommend it.
He was on College Humor, I believe.
Right. Their current episode, he has a guest on Hannah Kuchler, Kuchler.
Okay.
And she's a reporter specifically pharmaceutical companies and stuff like that and whatnot. And she had some interesting information regarding the vaccine and how they were produced and who produces them and who created them and who's getting credit for making them.
Yeah.
Right.
The mRNA was created not by Pfizer.
Right.
And not by Johnson & Johnson and not by
Moderna.
No. There was another company that Pfizer partnered with who created it.
Oh, this is just the delivery system, though, right?
They partnered with them. They won the contract from the government, and they're the one, they're getting the name recognition for it all. They were able to finish the development and mass production. But the actual invention of this mRNA process, this other, I can't even remember the name off the top of my head of this company who did it, whatever. But because of them, that's who it's all, coming from. But they're not getting any of the credit.
Right. Well, that sucks. I'm sure they're getting paid, though.
Yeah. But factually, the most current episode, I recommend it if you're interested in information, something better than from my dumb ass who doesn't know anything.
That applies to all of us.
It was very informative.
Right. I was going to say, I don't know any of that. Yeah.
So I'm seeing a thing about a guy named Drew Weissman and Katlin Carrico, how they developed the mRNA.
You should put that up on the screen so we can see it.
Good idea. But I didn't see like a company name, so I'm not sure. You can keep talking. It's gonna take
I'm
me
sorry. So anyway, we were all like, yeah.
Hey, let's look this shit up.
So what's everyone drinking on tonight?
I'm drinking on some Riverboat Red.
Riverboat Red.
I'm on a wine kick now.
I'm finishing off the Appleton Estate.
Good stuff.
Delicious.
And we saved the best for last.
If you're drinking the Busch Light.
That high class. Okay, now is that one of those special Busch Light? What's up with all the orange on there?
It's a camo edition, limited edition camo, and what sucks is that the regular Busch and Busch Light artwork is pretty similar. I've bought the wrong one a couple times.
I see. I thought the orange on there was like,
so
know,
Bush,
like a special flavor.
Bush Light or Bush Heavy? Which one?
I normally drink Bush Light.
Yeah.
Because my fat ass does not need to be drinking heavy stuff, but on occasion.
Well, I mean, every now and then.
Well, you know, when you go to the last flight.
Right. I was just going to say,
or you go to one of the lovely
last
tap rooms uptown. But if I'm drinking on the weekends at the house, I'm trying to drink the light beer.
So
that or the rum. I'm trying some of this rum that you provided.
I picked this up at Avi's.
Flor de Caña.
Some sugar-free rum.
Sugar-free rum. But the name of it is cane flour. And for those who don't know, rum is traditionally made from sugar cane molasses.
Yeah. Right? So how do they do that shit?
I don't know how they're doing
because
this
if you look here, not only do they say Flor de Caña, there's an
it's embossed. It's on the bottle.
It's a sugar cane stock.
Yeah.
So, Angel, whenever you pronounce those Spanish words, man, you add just a bit of legitimacy to the rest to our show.
Well,
that's so strange.
Have you seen those news reporters that'll be talking completely perfect English,
and then
but they talk about Jose Peña, and they
they
come across a Spanish word and they pronounce it that way.
So how for you as a Spanish speaking person, when an OG English speaker tries to pronounce something in Spanish, how does somebody like you react to that? Like, is it funny to you? Like, or do you think they're trying too hard?
It depends on the level of mispronunciation on whether you think it's funny or not. I
Yeah.
don't ever think it's funny or stupid or dismissive of somebody. Make it an effort.
Yeah.
By all means, if I was in vacation in France or Italy or whatever,
try to sound like the locals.
I would try, not necessarily try to sound like them, but I wouldn't expect for some small cafe in Italy to know or be able to speak English to this tourist. I should be able to go in there and say, not uno, because uno is Spanish, but cafe americano. They should be able to.
Right. You guys know
the thing is that Spanish is one of the Romance languages, so French, Italian, Portuguese,
sexy languages,
Romanian, those are all going to be real similar anyway. So some of the words, and you think about that, when people think Romanian, you think Eastern Bloc, but if you listen to somebody speaking Romanian, it sounds a lot closer to Latin, a Latin language.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of the
I feel like languages. Every time someone says Romanian, I'm thinking of Vlad, Dracula.
Yeah. That was what the language that I took in high school was Latin.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't fucking speak a lick of it today, but learning
Latin is hard, man.
Learning Latin taught me a lot about the English language because so much of our language is derived from Latin. So I mean, you literally.
It's a dead language that's still spoken.
Yeah. You think about all those countries you're talking about that are considered part of the Romance languages. They're really not that far away geographically from England.
Mm-hmm.
No, not at all.
And there's a lot of words that sound so similar from one Romance language to another, but also to English.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of, there's a joke, car, how you say in Spanish, caro, use that O at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever English word you want to pronounce in Spanish, just add an O at the end.
Put an O at the end, and you're going to be in the ballpark.
Right.
Davo.
El Davo.
Right.
I like Dave.
House-o? No, it's Casa.
Okay, so, oh shit, I lost it. BioNTech, I think that was the name of the company that was with Moderna.
I recognize, now that you said it, I recognize
I accidentally clicked off of it, but yeah man. Yeah.
They are the partners.
Let's cut to that.
Can we? Or you got it over there?
Yeah, I got it right up there.
Look at there. Wait, where is it?
So it'll be on the right.
There it is.
Here, let's do it like this.
Look at this, listeners.
Boom.
Is that the old Wikipedia?
YouTube watchers.
There
this is the old.
So,
Wikipedia.
According to very trusty Wikipedia.
Here, I'll highlight it. Boom. Wait, no, sorry. Development.
But there was one interesting fact that, they're taking, getting a lot of positive. They're providing this vaccine at a really low cost, worldwide. And she really broke down on how a lot of that stuff really isn't so great on how they came around the net. And the price point, I think, is like $19.50 per dose. And that was not their initial offer to the government. Their initial offer was over $100.
Damn.
And they were like, look, you're gonna come across in the middle of the pandemic like you're trying to make money off of it. Everybody's suffering. You really disagree. We have these other companies who are pretty much doing it at just cost.
Yeah.
Right.
Moderna. Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah.
Poor Johnson & Johnson. I don't think theirs is an mRNA, is it?
I don't think it is. Theirs was just a one dose.
Right.
Yes,
it's a one
correct.
dose.
That was
mRNA,
supposed
and
to
they're
be the
getting a little-
savior.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people.
But
were,
because of blood clotting, they're just getting a bad rap.
Yeah.
On it, you know,
It was
and
the
they
delivery method, if I remember
Yeah.
right.
and their price point was like, I want to say, $8 or $10.
I was gonna say it was super cheap.
Yeah.
Right.
It didn't need refrigerated.
Right.
Yeah, right.
You could.
The
it was a single
Moderna
dose.
was like
Yes.
$6, but it's 2 doses, so
Right,
then it's
right.
you know closer. My math might be a little bit off on those actual numbers on what I heard from the podcast. So I drink a lot, but for Pfizer to come in so high initially,
Yeah.
and it had to be talked down from. It's like, look, we're obviously not going to award you the contract for that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, but they did end up coming down to $19.50, and that's still more.
Yeah.
And that's
I
per
think I got
dose,
the
so-
Pfizer one. I think.
I did.
I got
did too.
Pfizer.
I got Pfizer
Did you
as
get
well.
your booster yet, Scott?
No, not yet. I'm gonna wait till after the holidays.
Because
Yeah.
I had my infusion, I have to wait 90 days from the infusion to get my booster.
And that's another thing. I just got my. I think maybe right before Thanksgiving, I got vaccinated. So it was like 2 weekends before Thanksgiving. I got my second dose. Everything was good. I'm gonna
Yeah.
give it maybe, at least a month, 2 months
I saw
before
somebody
I jump
post today
in.
on Facebook
Yeah.
that they got their booster just in time for Christmas.
Right? No.
2 weeks from now, you'll be just
Yeah.
in time for 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one I like is I've been seeing people going out and getting their booster and their flu shot at the same time. Yeah. And then they come home and just like
I feel
die.
so
Feel like
miserable.
shit,
I don't know why I
Right?
feel
They
so
just
bad.
fucking die. Why am I feeling so bad?
I was talking to somebody the other day. Yeah, it was one of my guitar students. Her mom. I was talking to her. She works at one of the hospitals.
Yeah.
And she was going to do the same thing. She was going to get her flu and her booster at the same time, and she just got her booster, I think. And the booster fucking knocked her out.
Yeah, man.
So she was very glad that she didn't also get the flu at
Did
the
you
same
have
time.
any negative reactions to the vaccine?
I just had a sore arm for a
Yeah,
day
me
or
too.
two.
I
That was
just
I
about
didn't
it.
have a sore arm. I
Yeah.
had an out-of-body experience.
Did you really?
Yeah, like I was floating above myself the
Wow.
whole time.
How long after the actual
2
shot?
days, maybe.
Really?
I haven't really dreamt since then either.
Huh.
Now, my wife, she got the first shot on her left arm. No, it was on her right arm. She got the first shot on her right arm, and her right neck side started cramping, and she got a real bad
Ow.
It was like a tight neck almost, and she thought maybe, it was the shot and she hit it in the arm.
Yeah.
So the second shot she got in the other arm and it did the exact same thing.
Like
Come
maybe
to-
it hit a nerve, but
Well, no, come to find out that's one of the side effects of the shot
Is
is
neck-
stiff neck
stiff
and
neck,
neck pain. Or I mean neck pain.
yeah. Other than the injection site pain, which I mean, you have a piece of metal stuck in your arm.
That,
Yeah.
that's going to hurt anyway.
Yeah.
You're
Just
right.
like any other shot you get.
Absolutely.
But no, I didn't really have any side effects myself.
Yeah, that was it for me. Was a sore arm. Okay, so Scotty, go back to the out of body experience. Tell us more about the out of body experience.
Dude, it was weird. It felt like I was.
Were you at home?
Yeah, I was everywhere. I was at work. I was here.
So
even
it wasn't was
I
it just
probably
random it would
shouldn't have-
happen, or was
I
it all the
probably
time?
shouldn't have drove. It was all
Right.
the time.
Really? Wow.
It was like about 15, 20 minutes after I got the shot. It just felt like I took a step up out of my body and I was just driving around in a meat suit.
Yeah.
Like I was disconnected. It was like I was just not there.
How long did it last?
Like a couple days.
I've heard people talking about being foggy headed.
Yeah, it
and
was
kind of
that,
forgetful.
euphoric
But that's
almost.
That's
it was
different
weird.
level.
Wow.
Yeah, it was weird.
Well, the euphoria doesn't sound bad.
No, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't horrible.
I like a little euphoria.
You know, when you're a kid and you're like, I want to get so high and never come down. You know, that's exactly what it was like.
I was telling you about going to the eye doctor.
Yeah.
So my wife works there, so they always do everything. He got his eyes dilated.
Oh, Jesus.
Your
I
wife
hate
works
that.
with Maddie's wife.
Yes.
Yes.
I
okay.
hate that.
So
I've never had that done before.
I have.
He went first, got his eye exam, and then as I was getting my eye exam, they put the eye drops in his eyes to get dilated or whatever.
Right.
And he's sitting there waiting for me to get done so he can get back in the chair to look. And I didn't even think about it. I handed him my phone because he's sitting over there getting anxious. And he, Daddy, this looks fuzzy and funny. I can't play it. And then he kept saying,
Damn.
I feel weird. I'm,
Yeah.
welcome to your first high, son.
Yes.
yeah,
yes.
congratulations, right?
Yes, you are officially tripping balls.
So
Be
my
chasing that
kids-
horse the rest of your life.
My kids both have cavities. We discovered when we took them to the dentist the other day. And the interesting thing, you guys may have seen on
they're
Facebook.
on opposite sides,
they're
right?
everything. So, like, one of my kids is a lefty. I have identical twins.
Right.
One of them's a lefty. One of them's a righty.
So the cavities are opposite sides.
Cavities
as well?
are on exact opposite sides. So, my boys are going to be having their first tripping experience soon because they're going to give them the laughing gas when they fix those cavities.
Some of the funniest videos I've seen online.
Yeah, right after
people
the laughing
the root
gas.
canals. When
Yeah.
they've had not root canals when they've had the
wisdom
teeth pulled out.
removed.
And the stuff some of the kids say, the little girl, well, not little girl, but she was obviously a teenager. Or whatever, but talking about being able to suck through a straw. And, no, you can't do that. Well, can I smoke? No. She started crying. She's like, Mom, I'm not going to be able to suck any dick.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that one.
Dad was so happy. I'm sorry, what?
I don't remember the girl's name, but the mom was like, Jennifer, how dare you? Good mom.
See, I love the laughing gas.
Right.
Laughing gas is great.
Never had it.
Never had it. It's great, man. It's an out of body experience for sure.
I have a straight up fear of the dentist, man. My first experience was
that's right. You start
Fuck yeah, man! This little itty bitty, like I was maybe 7, 8 years old, had to get a tooth pulled, maybe even younger, 5. I remember the dude getting up on the chair with a pair of fucking pliers and like pulling that fucking thing out of my mouth, out of my head.
That's traumatic.
And I was like, no.
So
I got a Star Wars toothbrush out of it, though.
We go twice a year.
No, that's where
that's where it's at.
Yeah,
my son and I go twice a year, and I think that he did really great in his first experience. He helped the dental hygienist to hold the little sucker thing and whatnot, and he was talking to whatever. I think it's weird because, just like, I'm a believer in you let your kids go play outside and get dirty. Go, play, roll around that, go bite that tree. Get some antibiotics in you, whatever.
Learn some things.
Right.
So
go punch that tree down, son.
That's right.
At an early age, he had a lot of ear infections. He had a lot of strep throat. So he went to the doctor a lot, and he had a lot of ear exams and throat exams and whatnot, and swabs and whatnot. And I think he got desensitized to having to, it's like nothing now. Open your mouth. So he goes to the dentist, and it was like no big deal.
Yeah.
Because he had to go through all that other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately he had ear, tubes twice. He had to get his tonsils taken out and whatnot, but he had to go through all that.
Yeah. So
that he has like a no big deal to go to the dentist.
Didn't phase him to go to the dentist.
Yeah, it doesn't
my
bother
kids
him the
did
slightest.
great, man.
That's when they start shoving needles and shit in my gums.
Yeah.
He's had one cavity.
Or when they fire that drill up. I can't handle it.
That noise.
He's had one cavity, so he had to have a shot. And Dr. Gasson, he's a wonderful doctor, and I don't mind plugging him. He's a great guy, and he does real good with kids. And he talked to my son on that. There's that cutoff that goes by Lowe's that goes from
that's where my kids went to the other day, and I loved him. He was great. He was great. Yeah.
So he was great. He talked to him.
Yeah.
Helped him. I can't remember what he said to him.
Is
but
that like Tiger something?
It's Capital City Dentistry. I think.
No, it's just his own private practice. Is just him. It's Dr. Gasson Dentistry.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's a different one then.
Right. I think there might be two in there, but
I think they're right next door to each other.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But he did real good. I can't remember exactly what he said to him when he gave him the shot, but then like they talked it through or whatever. And before my son realized he was getting a shot, it was already over.
Yeah. Well, and they'll numb them. Like they've got the stuff that they put on the Q-tips, so they numb you up pretty good first before you get the shot.
Yeah, but still, man, you still feel that. You know?
Right.
Dude, I've had a ton of dental work done. My teeth are not the best. They weren't the best when I was a kid, and I've not had any like really bad experiences at the dentist. So when I'm there, I just trust them. I just let them do what they got to do.
Man, I remember, was it last week? Maddie was talking about he went for like 3 months to the dentist every Tuesday. Right. He's like, I got so used to having a lot of needles in my gum.
I have a buddy, I won't say his name, but several years ago, he goes to the same dentist, and my ex-wife used to work at that dentist, and they were telling me he had like 18 cavities when he finally went to see the dentist.
Who, Matt?
Damn.
No.
No.
Another buddy of mine. I won't mention his name.
Gotcha.
I won't put that.
He probably
don't put that out. Yeah.
Break HIPAA.
Don't put that out in the ether.
Even Maddie said though that like he hadn't been to the dentist before that for a very long time.
Well,
so
I understand that.
Yeah, I get it, man. A lot of the dentist is not a pleasurable place for a lot of people.
No, it is not.
I understand it, man.
I remember when I got my wisdom teeth taken out, I was explicit. I don't want to remember this.
Yeah.
Put me out.
Yeah.
Put
me out.
Yeah.
I still have mine.
I had one that was impacted too, so they had to go in and like search and rescue.
Yeah.
My 2 back ones on the bottom are not completely out from the gums. The gums are still kind of partially covering them.
Yeah. Oh, that's the worst, man.
It doesn't really bother me, but every once in a while I'll get some food that'll get in there.
Yep.
But they gave
out.
me this syringe. It's got like a little. It's got a long tip curve.
Yeah, yeah.
And I can
you can get up in
I
there.
can get in there and wash it out or whatever.
The wife got hers just recently taken out.
right.
And she got one of those.
But they don't ever hurt. They don't bother me, and so I'm intact.
The hard part is just
I'm intact.
I got my appendix.
It's hard to get. It's hard to get back to those things, man. When you're brushing your teeth, it's hard to get back there.
Yeah.
So you got to really be on it if you don't want cavities. Yeah. So they knocked Andrea all the way out.
Oh
didn't
yeah, they knocked her down.
Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't want to remember it either.
Yeah. And she did fine, right?
Yeah, she did fine.
Yeah.
So they get her back there, and they won't let me go back. So they take her back, and apparently
was this recent or
yeah, it was
like 2 weeks
so
ago.
COVID era,
maybe 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
definitely COVID era. And so I could go back, but once they started like putting the IV and stuff in, I had to leave.
Yeah.
So I didn't even go back. You
Well,
know?
with my parents had the infusion therapy as well.
Right.
When my dad went and got his, they wouldn't let her go.
Right.
And when she went and got hers, they wouldn't let him.
Yeah.
So it's like if you get anything done, unless you have to be back there, they're not letting you back.
Exactly.
Right.
Right. And she said she started crying when she put that in her arm, and the gal was like, "Oh, honey, don't worry." And then she goes, "The next thing I remember, I was in another room."
She was out. Yeah. I've had the same thing done. Like I'm pretty sure probably what they gave Andrea was propofol.
Yeah, it was.
Which
is
the
old
same
Michael
thing.
Jackson.
That's the drug that killed Michael Jackson.
Old wacko
but
jacko.
old Mike wasn't using it as directed. It's pretty safe, I think, when you use it the right way. But like, because I've had because of my own health issues, I've had 2 scopes done where they go down all the way into your stomach.
They do all that, and
They did the same thing. They stuck the IV in me, told me to count down from 10. I made it to like 7.5.
7.5.
And then
I only made it to like 8.
Yeah. I'm built like a horse, Scott.
I know, man.
Yeah,
I know. I'm aware.
Yeah. Just ask the wife.
I've never been put out.
Yeah. Well, it's nothing, man.
Yeah.
Like
Not that I'm opposed to it.
I had a colonoscopy a couple years ago, and
did you get a handshake afterwards?
Everybody's
I feel
so
like that's
worried
just
about
standard.
that. But like the worst part of getting a colonoscopy is the day before when you got to drink all that
and
stuff.
get everything out. Yeah.
And I mean, by the time you get to the end of the night before, I mean, you may as well just be peeing out of your butt because it's just straight liquid coming out of there, man.
You're like Teflon coating your insides, pretty much.
Sorry, we're just crunching rice right into the
Oh man, that's all right.
The actual colonoscopy was pretty much like Andrea's dentist experience, like stuck an IV in me.
Countdown,
and the next thing I know, I'm in a completely other room, and it's all over with. Yeah.
Right.
So don't be afraid, folks. Don't be afraid to get your necessary medical procedures done.
Yeah, get the necessaries done.
Yeah,
Go to your dentist.
And speaking of the necessaries, let's thank our Patreon patrons, Dave.
Yeah, that's right. Let's start with our old
Biscuit
homie,
Strength.
the old homie Biscuit Strength.
I see
man.
he's posting stuff now on the YouTube and
He's
on.
putting up some content.
He is.
Did
He's
you hear
putting
me
some
asking
content.
about that the last time I was on? Maybe.
He's
Yeah,
putting
he
some
should.
stuff out, man.
Good deal.
He should. He
I
should.
saw him the other day. He was bending a horseshoe. He had some kind of big gauged horseshoe that he was bending.
Man's a machine.
That guy's hands have got to be just absolutely numb.
We got to get him back on soon too, because I love that guy.
Right, I love him too.
What a great guy.
He's a nice, genuine dude, man.
He's always that way.
Right. Why don't you hit us a bumper on the way out,
Absolutely.
Dave?
Hey,
also want to thank our boy JT and the Paranormal Son.
Check out
our City Paranormal Society.
Check out our new Halloween. Check out our New Year's
the New Year's episode
/ Christmas episode coming out soon.
I got you over here, man.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. I'm
no worries. And the Jeff City Paranormal Society.
Matt, Will, Aaron, Jacqueline. We love you guys. Can't wait to have you guys back on soon too.
I wonder, are they still doing the ghost tours?
I haven't seen
one
recent
lately.
posts from them, so I think maybe they're waiting a few months until. But man, I mean, me and Maddie went to one of those and it was packed, man.
I knew Matt had surgery and that kind of put the kibosh on it for a little bit.
But I knew that. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think he's on his way to recovery though.
Right on, man.
He's got a wife that takes good care of him, so that's always
absolutely.
nice. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, bitches, we'll be back, right?
Absolutely, man.
Segment 2 coming up.
On the old 77.
Catch you on the flip.
That's right. Bitches.
Hey guys, it's Matt, and we always talk about Last Flight Brewing Company, and we never exaggerate on how good it is there. they have this wonderful indoor space where you can fit a bunch of your friends or your family. You can take your dog in there. Also, kids are welcomed. We can all drink as equals. It's a great spot. If you want to sit outside, there's tons of space. It's a great spot for a sunny afternoon with friends, families, even colleagues. You can do it all out there. Games, cornhole, whatever your vice is. They also have a carefully crafted beer menu which changes all the time. Each beer they put out is delicious. Also, Last Flight won first place at the Missouri Beer Festival. They've come a long way in a short time, so check them out. You can find them on Facebook and online at lastflightbrewing.com. If you're local, check out Last Flight Brewing Company today. Go enjoy some sunshine. Get off your couch. Go right now. Fill up your growler.
Welcome back to the old 77.
It's a safe place.
In an unsafe world.
World.
Angels 2 for 2 tonight.
No,
that's okay.
Slow.
No,
We busy
you get
dancing.
points.
We were all dancing.
I was busy feeling it.
You were in the groove,
You were
brother.
shaking the dice.
You were in the groove, man. No, we love it. We love it. You gonna fade me over there, Scotty?
I
want
got
me
you
to-
right here,
okay,
man.
We're all in different. Well, I'm in a different spot tonight.
Dave's-
I'm in Maddie's normal spot. Angel's in my normal spot.
I'm
So
in the substitute spot.
we're
Yeah.
learning new things tonight.
Dave's
guys.
learning on the fly, man.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We were talking about all this wonderful music that we have to take us into our breaks and come back from our breaks. And
Yeah. Grab that off of the YouTube Creator Studio.
that's right. All that good free stuff they
So,
just
yeah.
toss out for you. Yeah,
There's
man.
so much free stuff out there.
Yeah.
You just got to sift through it, you know?
Yeah, and like from
Waiting on Dave to kill the music bed so I can turn the pop back up.
yeah, hold on. Sorry, I got you.
Oh, no worries, man.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that though, Scotty, because I've heard that. I like a lot of times, like when we are at our job, we do radio work, and so we hear a lot of that music that comes in
man.
and out of breaks. And I think I was telling our big boss, maybe about a year ago, that like the same music that I hear on like our when people like Mo come on and give scores.
Right.
I heard that on like a Nissan commercial.
Oh, yeah.
The other day.
Yeah, we subscribe to a service there.
Yeah.
And we could just go online, search for whatever. Like when I want to search for music beds, like when I do bumpers and billboards and things, like for football, it was all punk rock. This year, every football billboard that you heard that came into the broadcast that set the sport tone and feel of the entire thing was set to punk rock this year for my schools.
I enjoyed the billboards this year. I don't think my school is one of your schools.
Yeah, no, not mine.
You guys always do a great job on that stuff.
A couple years ago, I did one to the Nintendo, like a Nintendo
like
type
like an
theme.
8-bit.
Yeah,
type
it was
sound.
a video game type sound. It was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, man, they make plugins for that,
Yeah.
man. You can get that old video
Oh
game
yeah,
sound.
I love that. I love that shit.
There
man.
was a fairly big rap song that sounded like a Nintendo game. I can't remember what it was. But
There's a whole subgenre now that is 8-bit, like fantasy type.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you get some interesting stuff, man.
There are so many just like genres of music now, man.
Oh yeah. One of my favorites as of late has been lo-fi hip hop.
I love lo-fi hip hop, and like a lot of the beats and stuff that I
what the fuck
make.
you talking about?
You don't know what lo-fi hip hop
I'm
is?
too old.
You've heard
too
lo-fi
old,
hip
he
hop
said.
before.
Like youngins.
Yeah, no, lo-fi hip hop is basically just like instrumental hip hop
Yeah.
that sounds very, very chill. It's good for like, studying or even like for going to sleep.
It's
too.
kind
Like
of a
gin
very
and juice?
kind of
No,
kind
not
of
like
a very
gin and juice.
simple beat.
I'm just laid back.
A simple
sipping on
beat,
gin and
But they
juice.
turn it around and
Laid back.
they instead of
Come
like
on,
making
I
it
mean,
real
that's pretty
crisp
smooth,
and
come on.
sharp, they make it really staticky
Yeah,
and
they
low.
they put the crackle
Yeah.
on it like you're listening to
It's
a
like
vinyl
on
record.
like on vinyl. Sometimes they'll run like storms underneath it or things.
They use a lot of jazz chords too.
A lot of
So
jazz.
it's
A lot of, like, major
sleep-
seventh
sleep
chords.
machine rap. Is that you talking about?
Kind of maybe a little
They
bit.
fucking have
yeah.
the waves that come in. Whoosh, they put you to sleep. that
No,
noise
but
maker.
it would.
It's fucking. But with a hip hop.
Yeah, it's definitely with it. There we go. There you go.
Here's some
So
lo-fi
I
hip
need
hop
some
for you.
bass
Yeah.
in my sleep machine.
Yeah, here's just some lo-fi hip hop.
You could sleep to this, right?
Right, absolutely.
Or groove to it.
Or
You can do both, dude.
You
I
know.
was grooving. I like literally
Right?
today. I was grooving.
Dude, I could
to some
set a
lo-fi
stroke to
hip-hop.
that, no problem.
Absolutely, man.
You know?
It's good masturbation music.
Not what I was
mean,
talking, but
I
okay.
was-
Sorry.
That's where I was going either, but
I don't want to get us, demonetized
You know,
from YouTube.
It's nothing like Kenny G, man.
I know Kenny G fucked
Fuck.
us last time. Did you hear about that,
no,
Angel?
did you guys get blocked?
Yeah. So last week's show we
I
had.
heard that finish it. Yes.
My
man.
dumbass had to make a comment about how I watched a Kenny G documentary
documentary with a 45
on
minutes.
HBO.
Yeah.
And then of course Maddie, because Maddie does
Oh,
what
that's-
Maddie
that's what
does.
Maddie does,
pulled up
man.
some Kenny G, and there's nothing bad on Maddie because
So
I
the-
loved hearing the Kenny G.
Christmas music was no problem. That was not an issue. It was Songbird.
Yes.
We played like 30 seconds of Songbird, and BMI Sony ASCAP completely blocked the episode.
Yeah. Do you know Songbird? Do you know which one?
I'm
we're
sure
talking-
if I hear it, I would know it. But there's like,
That's
if
it.
you only play like 10 seconds of it, you're okay. But once you get to a certain
It's weird though, because
30,
like
is it 30 seconds to cut off?
there's different. It
If you
depends
play
on
less, if you play like 2 or 3 notes of it, it's just like
It depends on the platform.
If we even played a couple seconds of it on
Yeah.
YouTube, we would be like,
Spotify.
Because on Spotify it uploaded.
We're
no
good.
problem.
Like there's an entire there's like tons of podcasts that are dedicated to particular artists.
Right.
And they
Right.
play those artists' music on those podcasts all the time, and they don't get pulled off of Spotify.
Right.
But
And-
YouTube, they'll pull
Well,
your ass.
Spotify has the way now. I
They
don't
got
know
the
how
rights, the licensing.
Right.
To most
I
of
don't know
that
how they
stuff.
did it, but you can
the
go
company
through.
or people, somebody's doing that, have to go into a contract with the artist to be able to. They have permission,
And that's probably
and then they
something
share in the
built
profits.
In. Yeah.
and then that's how they're getting copyright.
They,
to be able
they probably
right.
built that into their
Right.
subscription based
Right.
whatever Spotify plan.
So
You
they're
know,
not
artists sign,
violating the copyright because
Yeah.
for that particular use, the artist is signed off on it.
Do you do Spotify? Do you do any streaming apps?
I do
Angel?
Stitcher.
Which one?
Stitcher.
I've
yeah.
never used Stitcher before.
Stitcher is number 4 on our listening.
I was going to say that
on our
you
listening
can listen to us on-
analytics. Yeah.
Whenever you watch the show, is that what you use to watch us on?
I've only watched the video like 2 or 3 times.
Right.
Normally, it's just listening to it on Stitcher.
Right on.
Okay. So does Stitcher not have video yet?
No, not yet. Only
I think
YouTube
they
and
have
Spotify.
a premium subscription, which I know is ads free, get early. I don't know that they have a video component to them, but there's.
But they will soon because Spotify
Man,
has.
Spotify's changing the game.
Well, and they
ever
did it-
since Spotify
Joe
added,
Rogan.
Joe Rogan,
right?
yeah.
But ever since they
And then they
added,
split too, didn't they? Did they? Was there an issue where they were kind of not
where who
happy
split?
with Joe Rogan and Spotify?
No.
yeah, they were
They-
for a
they were
while
be- they
at
had a
the
little
very
beef going
beginning
at the-
because there was no video component, and he switched over. Like, I have to have a
Oh,
video
you
component.
you mean like because he was
He threw a fit about
he
it.
was
He
not
was
happy
wanting to
about
back out of it. Oh, fuck y'all! Then if you're not going to do
Right,
it, the way that we
right.
Well,
agreed.
that's because of people like me, man. Like because I listen to I watch that podcast all the time, and when I
Right.
do, I always used to watch it before it was on Spotify. I always did YouTube. I
Yeah.
love having the video too. Which, by the way, if
There's-
you're listening to this show right now,
I was gonna say,
guess what? You can watch video of this episode on Spotify and
on
on
YouTube, yeah.
That's right. So do that because
Some of the
goddamn, we're
podcasts
beautiful.
I listen to, depending on what's been said or what's being shown, like
That hat, by the
okay,
way.
what they're talking about, I need to watch that clip, and then I'll switch over to one that I can, like a YouTube, that I can see it visually for that particular clip.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
I'll go back to my audio only because
Sure,
I'm
if you're
working,
driving or you're
if you're working,
working.
I'm doing stuff. I have it on in the background. I can't.
And see, that's
I can't at work. I can't just sit there and watch it all. You know, I don't have the time for that. But I
that's
can
the
listen to
that's
it.
the beauty of our
Yes.
Spotify account right now, because you can seamlessly switch back and forth between video and audio. Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
So like a listener can switch back and
Absolutely.
in what regard? Like
So you have a little window. You can just click yes for the video.
So
Or
no.
you switch over
I
to
get
the
in the
video
car.
component.
I get in
Cool.
the car and throw my headphones on,
Yep.
or connect to my radio Bluetooth.
yeah.
And as I'm driving, I'm gonna have it audio only.
Yep.
Guess what?
And then when I park, I can. All right, I'm gonna
Guess
switch
what?
it to video, and then I can watch it.
Yeah, and then you can switch up.
Guess what?
It seamlessly transitions.
Guess what?
What?
Sometimes I watch the video while I'm in the car too. But I don't like
Breaking
sit
the
there and
law,
stare
breaking
at
the
it. I don't
law.
sit there and stare at
You know,
it.
like
But I'll have it
reading
on.
the book as you're driving down the highway.
Right.
Yeah.
Doing his makeup,
Right.
masturbating at the same
Filing
time.
my nails. Yeah. No, man. No, I sometimes.
Drinking coffee. He's caffeinated.
Oh, I'm caffeinated.
Caffeinated
as fuck.
and freshly masturbated.
I
Let's
love-
go, boys.
I'm drinking. Guys, I'm drinking more coffee today than I've have in my entire life.
I think that's just you're an adult now.
I love it. I love
and
coffee.
for me, it's always been just straight black coffee.
I love that smell.
I love
Don't
it all.
you love that smell?
I love
Such a
black
great
I
coffee.
ain't go on vacation. I'll have a cappuccino.
I love the
Whatever.
lattes.
But I mean, if I'm at a cafe or whatever and I have to order some bullshit, I'm just gonna order an Americano.
Yeah.
So
like,
yeah.
So what's like your favorite coffee? If you could only have one cup of coffee, like, are you a Folgers guy? Maxwell House.
Cafe Bustelo.
Oh,
here we go with the It's a fancy Spanish.
No, it's not fancy
It's
at all.
very popular and big in the
Yep.
Caribbean islands.
I see.
Dominican, Cubans, Puerto Ricans. We love. I mean, each of them claim. Oh, it's from our country. This is where it was made. This is where each company has a claim to this. Is where the company's really from.
Yeah.
I think.
Can you find it around here?
Yes,
Oh yeah,
yes.
Aldi's has
Aldi's.
it, and
Okay.
Schnucks.
All right, we'll have to
Get
try
a
that.
Walmart. It's a little yellow brick.
Either yellow brick or they have the cans.
Yeah,
you
the
get your hands
can.
on one of those cans. You don't see them all the time. You only see the bricks.
I'm assuming they don't make like the Keurig cups. Or
Oh,
anything.
God, no.
Yes, they
Oh,
do.
do they do?
Yes, they do. At Sam's,
they?
and my mom found them at Sam's, and she fucking brought them home.
You know, I do the Keurig, but honestly, I'm thinking about just going back to having a regular pot.
But
Cafe
my parents'
Bustelo.
Keurig, they have an adapter. It's a basket, and so you can put your whatever in there.
Cool. All right. Yeah.
That's the way to do it, man.
Because the Keurigs, man, like you have to clean the Keurigs out, and they're hard to clean out.
And if you have hard water, that's something you really have to stay on top of.
And there's
the
some
water line,
funk
get in
that
there.
can get in the back of those too.
Oh, absolutely, man.
And
Absolutely.
like I said, like with the hard water, if you get hard water and you're not taking care of that, cleaning it out on a regular basis and making sure that sediment doesn't build up, it's gonna fuck.
Absolutely. You might grow a fifth arm if you're not careful.
Be like Blinky, the fish on the fucking Simpsons, right?
Yeah, with the 3 eyes. Yeah.
I don't think that fucking.
We're not that far from
I don't think hard
power
water
plant.
does that.
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah. So, like, do you like your coffee like super strong,
Yes,
Angel?
yes.
Yeah.
I've made the joke before that coffee should walk across the room and smack me in the face.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like strong coffee. Have any of you guys tried that Death Wish coffee?
No, but our boy Derek, he drinks that. Like,
Is
going
that
out of
is
style.
that his stuff that's up in the freezer? Yeah.
Yep.
I bought the Keurig pods. Oh, whoops, sorry.
Oh, speaking of coffee.
Sorry about that, Scotty.
Speaking of coffee, if you
Sorry,
remember,
man.
my brother-in-law and his wife have a coffee food truck. Or it's not a food truck, it's a coffee truck.
Coffee
it's Brew
truck.
50. They've been doing some local events. They were doing the Christmas lights thing out at Binder.
Right?
They've been on the weekends. They've been over by the new Pizza House in St. Martin's.
Dude, I need to go.
I was gonna say I saw them out at
And
Pizza
they were
House.
doing something. God, where was it at? There was an activity somewhere else in Jeff City that they were doing. They set up, and it's coffee shop on wheels in a trailer, and you mean
That's
had
great.
Real
I
good
love
it.
almond milk cappuccino with vanilla. I can't remember.
Dude,
what I
this
just-
town loves coffee.
We do. Have you guys noticed? We've talked about this on the show, but goddamn, we got a lot of pizza shops in Jeff City.
Yes,
now,
and
too.
we're getting a lot of coffee shops now too.
Yeah, that new
Yeah.
Pizza House on St. Martin's. That shit's legit. Have you
That's
eaten
some
out
good
there?
stuff. No, I haven't had that yet.
Oh,
No.
they have wings, but they're baked wings. So
Pizza Underground
they're
is
good
good.
wings, but they can be so much better if they're fried. So what I
Right.
do is when I do get them, I take them home and I put them in the air fryer.
Yeah.
Ooh, that air fryer.
Yeah, I love
man.
the old air
Crisp
fryer.
those
man.
wings right
That
up.
air fryer is
Have
a
you
game
had Pizza
changer.
Underground yet, Angel?
Once and twice.
Yeah. Was it good?
Yeah, the first one was real good. The second one was they do like a muffly.
Dude, they're veggie pizzas.
Muffalado type thing.
Well, like a rotating pizza. Once a month they have their monthly
Oh, I
special
gotcha.
pizza. And so I can't remember, we had like a margarita one that was really good. And when I had the monthly one, it was like a white chicken chili pizza. Mm-hmm. Well, it sounds interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah,
Was
that
it good?
sounds like the shit.
I mean, I ate it.
Yeah. Dude, they're veggie pizza.
It wasn't where I was like,
Would you
this
eat
is
it
gross, but
again?
it was like, it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's a little too weird of a flavor for me, I think.
Yeah.
That seems.
I mean, it was an interesting experience. I mean, think about it. You've had chili.
right.
You've had white meat,
I've had white bean
chicken
chili.
Just never on a
Right.
pizza.
There's a difference between a regular chili and that white meat chicken chili.
Yeah.
So then so it's just another level of experiencing those flavors being on a pizza.
Right. I'm sure. Yeah. I highly recommend the veggie pizza at Pizza Underground.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Where
good.
is Pizza Underground?
Next
Down-
to Gumbo Bottoms.
yeah, right next to-
on Madison, across from Madison Cafe.
Yeah.
There's that parking garage.
Okay.
There's a alley that goes into the parking
yeah.
garage in the buildings. That first
That first is Bones, where you go in right there, right?
Well, Bones is in the alley.
Okay, yeah.
But if you're not going down the alley and you're staying on Madison,
Yeah.
the first one there used to be a Thai restaurant, and now it's a pizza joint.
Oh, okay.
Pizza Underground.
All right.
It's right next to Gumbo Bottoms, which is the next business.
All right.
It's good stuff, man.
Right. And Gumbo Bottoms Other House, that's a good... I mean,
Man, I was going to say, man, I wanted to go there.
Steve's a good cat. I've talked to him a couple of times. I told him he should come on here. I told him to talk to Matt. I want him to hook him up with Matt.
Heck
have him
yeah.
Come on. He's a
Absolutely
local musician, business owner.
Heck yeah.
He's in, at early on in their history, he was involved with Shaman's Harvest, local band.
Oh, right
who's
on.
gone
I know
national.
those guys.
They've had top 40.
Yes.
They
opened up for AC/DC.
I just saw those guys in Jamie's shop not too long ago, in the Groove.
What do you mean? Like you saw one
They
of
were
their albums?
in there. No, they were in there.
Oh,
the whole band?
Two of them. The lead singer and I think the guitar player were in there.
Drake is the lead singer. Yeah.
And the bassist, which is Matt.
Matt Fisher.
Yeah.
Dude, Matt.
But Matt, I think he's stepped back a little bit. He's wanting to focus in on Smoking Aces.
Dude, I grew up right down the street from Matt. I used to go over to Matt's house and
Yeah.
play basketball with him when we were little kids.
Yeah, him and China. China painted a little dresser cabinet for my daughter.
Cool, man.
But they,
Jay Peltzer used to be in that band.
So he has like a musical case company or whatever. Shields for drums to hold the noise back from.
Wait, are you talking about Matt?
Yeah, it's called
didn't
Smoking Aces.
Okay, I didn't even know. I don't know
Yeah.
anything. I mean, I haven't.
Good for him,
I haven't
man.
seen the guy in years. Like I haven't talked to the
If
guy.
you like
in years.
Instagram Smoking Aces, you check out his business.
Okay, I
and,
definitely I'll do
products
that shit right now. Yeah, absolutely.
So I think he's focusing more in on that, and he stepped back from the band a little bit, but he's still a part of it. He still owns, he still has his interest owned,
Yeah.
earned and owned into the company.
They've gone through a
But-
few different lead guitarists.
Yeah, they've had a
Yeah,
few.
yeah.
Do you know Jay? Do you know Jay Peltzer?
Yeah, yeah. And
Jay's a beast.
right.
He's a fucking beast, man. People think I'm a good guitar player.
And Josh?
I'm not a good guitar player. Jay's a good guitar player.
I love how Dave's just like, I suck.
Josh Hamler?
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh is a beast too. Yeah, man. Actually, I did see Josh. Like, actually, I played with Bobby Showers it's been a few months now at like a private party.
Right.
And Hamler, no, it wasn't Josh, though. It was Nathan.
Okay.
He was there he was doing like a 5-piece band, and they all did vocals. They were doing
man,
like
that would-
5-part vocal
Wow.
harmonies
That
and
would've been
shit
cool to be there,
with
yeah.
all acoustic instruments. Dude, it was great. I forget what they called themselves. I think it was like one of the first gigs they had ever really played.
Right.
As a
I
as a
met
piece.
those guys from working in the bars, bouncing.
I'm
in the
sure. I was
bars.
going
I
to say,
bet.
When I
yeah.
was a bouncer, especially back in Top Hat.
Yeah, I
back
was
in the
going to
day
say
on the
Top Hat.
Industrial,
Yeah, they used to
next
be at
to Mel's
Top Hat
Diner
all
there,
the
yeah.
time. Yeah,
Yeah, they were like the house band. They had a little studio downstairs where they would practice and whatnot.
Oh,
Yeah,
no
man.
kidding.
They may have even recorded down there. I really don't know. I'm talking out my ass, but I wasn't cool enough to hang down there.
So Shaman's Harvest, I believe it was their first album. There was a freight train on the cover. The very last song, there was a hidden track. You remember back in the days when you would buy CDs?
Oh, yeah.
The end of a song, there'd be all this silence at the
yeah.
end of the
What-
last song.
what
and
is
you
going
stay-
on?
And then
Listen,
another track would start kicking in, and they had a track that was about smoking weed, and it kicked in right at 4:20.
Yeah.
It was a great song too, and you can't find it like that. That first album of theirs is not on Spotify. You can't find it, man, unless you've got like just an old physical copy. I used to have a physical copy, but it's long gone now.
I have a buddy who ran the Top Hat. His best friend, buddy, has a brother who was in a band out of St. Louis, St. Charles area called Miles of Wire. And they're on Spotify if you can find. I think they're still on there. Last on there, that's my check. But
I can't find my phone right now,
Yeah.
so it's okay.
Miles of Wire had a couple songs.
Don't worry
that,
about it.
till this day.
Oh, I found
the
it.
old hangout crew from back in the day at the Top Hat. When we hear them, it just brings us together.
Yeah.
Like these are just these guys. They made a music video, and I don't know that it ever got aired on like MTV or anything. But I remember seeing a music video on YouTube, like professionally produced whatever music video for this band out of St. Louis, St. Charles area.
Yeah.
Miles of Wire. Check them out. There's a song. The title is Catholic Boys, and I really relate to that.
Boy, there's a lot of
song.
avenues you could go down
I know,
with
I
a
was
song
just
title
saying.
like that.
It's a drinking song.
Okay.
All right, all right.
It's not a touching boys song.
No, it was not. It's not
Thank
a priest.
God.
It's not a priesty song.
Good.
It's not a white collar song at all.
Priesty song.
No, it's kicking in with the boys song.
Yeah.
And another one, Sweet Mary. Another track called Belleville, Illinois.
Oh, Bell Vegas.
Belleville, Illinois. There's a track on that album. On that, they had like 2 or 3 albums that were on, like. And they're on Spotify. I'm pretty sure they're on Spotify.
God damn, I know Bell.
All right, boys. So
there is nothing to
But
write
they
a
came-
song about.
So the reason why I brought them up is because when I worked at the bar, they come to Jeff City one time. We had them. His brother was like, "Come to Jeff City to our bar," and they performed at the bar at where I bounced at a couple times.
Are we talking Top Hat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like another connection. We're talking about Shaman's Harvest and
Yep,
the other
yep.
bands that I know and are musical artists from Jeff City that I've met. Being part of that industry, I would have not had that connection.
Right.
That, access.
There's another guy that played guitar with Shaman's Harvest for a short while, Ryan Tomlinson.
Yeah,
you know Ryan?
yeah,
Ryan's
yeah,
a fucking beast, man. He is a beast
and
on the guitar.
I fucking snapped at him one time because when it's closing time, it's closing time. And as a bouncer, I got to make sure that every fucking patron has their drink gone and out of the facility at a particular time.
Yep.
Otherwise, we as a business, we're liable.
Right.
We can be fined, blah, blah, blah. I had a routine that I used to go through every closing night. Hey, everybody, it's time to go.
Yeah.
Please
I'm pretty
leave
sure I have been
and
there.
take a friend.
I've been there for that routine.
If you don't think I'm talking to you, you are wrong.
Yeah.
I said get out.
Yeah.
and I would say that shit at the top of my lungs, and it was the same. Like people expected that shit
At the spot.
They knew it was time to go.
At the spot, man.
Better get out.
Okay,
Right.
so
the reason why I was telling that story is that homeboy, he was like, I did my thing. He wanted to play. He was like trying to fucking play an encore. Motherfucker, this is the spot on a high street in Jefferson City, Missouri. 65101, motherfucker. You ain't nowhere to be doing a fucking encore. It's time to fucking cut it off.
Did he get mad at you?
He kept me. I was like, I will go up there and unplug your shit so you can do it, or I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And then that's was like, oh, you having a bad night? So I was having a great night until now, motherfucker.
Right.
What do you want to do? I will turn your shit off if you don't do it.
Dude, that was always the hardest part of the night for me being in a band was after the show was over.
Knowing when to quit.
Because you're ready to pretty much get the fuck out of there.
Everybody, like that's what I want to do is get everybody out, clean up.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's always
Stock.
one or two
We got to do some
motherfuckers.
fucking things. You're holding up the fucking gravy train.
There's always one
I'm
or
not
two.
going to get paid and get tipped out so you get the fuck out.
Yeah.
So
there's always one or
I'm
two
ready
of
to go
them.
home.
You're holding up the gravy train.
Yeah, man.
Homegirl's waiting on me.
I like it.
I got the car warming up right now and you're fucking holding it up.
Right.
Yeah, man. People need to be respectful of their...
Puff, puff,
their
give. You're
people.
fucking up the rotation.
Absolutely.
You're
Okay.
fucking up the rotation.
Okay, so we're talking about bands. I can't believe that. I don't think we've ever asked this question on the show before, Scotty.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
All
but
right.
I'll start with you, Angel. Like, for your money, like, what is the greatest rock band ever? I know mine.
I'm a big fan of a lot of fucking rock bands, man.
Yeah, but you can only pick one, bro.
Yeah, but like,
I mean,
okay,
you're trying to tell
you're
me
on a
that I have to
deserted
pick-
island.
I have to
Right.
pick ZZ Top
Okay.
over Led Zeppelin.
Yes, you do. You have to
Or
only pick one. That's
Fucking,
correct.
no.
Okay, so let's. Yes, that's correct. So let's.
I can't. I mean,
So
there's
let's
so much-
rephrase it then. You're gonna be stranded on a deserted
Right.
island with a
and
CD
wanna
player,
listen to multiple songs.
and you can only
over-
have like 5
I don't know,
albums
like
with you.
fucking-
Okay.
How
What
about
would you take?
anything and everything connected to Fleetwood Mac, like Lindsey Buckingham, like
So you'd take like the
Stevie
Fleetwood
Nicks,
Mac, greatest
the
hits.
universe.
So would
You
that
can either do that or Jefferson Airplane because they had like multiple conjugations of that shit, didn't they? They had,
right?
Well, Jefferson
Well, you had
Starship.
Airplane,
There
then
you
the
go, Starship,
Starship,
fucking,
all
yeah.
that, yeah.
Grace Slick back in
Yeah.
the day, man. Yeah.
Or even if you
Jane.
said entire Beatles related, so anything
Any of
Any of
John
the four did
Lennon's
by themselves.
post work, yeah.
any of them,
Harrison.
or fucking even the fucking homegirl.
All right, Yoko.
Yeah, even her bullshit.
All right, so here's
you
a
have
question.
access to it all.
Here's maybe an
I don't
easier
know.
question.
Even those
God,
expansions
Yoko.
make it hard to fucking. I mean,
Dude, that was one of my number
can
one
you
takeaways.
tell I love music? I love
I love
music.
music
to
too.
listen.
I love music. Okay.
I've never. I mean, I can play the conga drums, but that's about it. I mean, I can keep a beat, but I think I would have if I would have learned and learned to be a real drummer
from a younger age. I feel like I could have been a drummer too. I'm like you. Like I'm actually pretty good at hand drums, congas and bongas and stuff. But drum kit with sticks. Yeah. I mean, I can keep a steady beat, but I'm I don't have any business playing in front of people. No, okay, so here's my answer. Since you dodged that question, my answer is that the greatest rock band of all time, like in their peak, is Zeppelin. That's it for me, dude. Zeppelin.
Sorry about that.
That's it.
I'm about to puke all over you.
Scotty, you don't like that answer, huh?
No,
I love Zeppelin.
I'm just like,
I love Zeppelin.
I feel like that's everyone would say Zeppelin.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, I'm a huge Beatles fan. Like, if I could only have one band's entire catalog, it would probably be the Beatles, for sure.
Okay. So, then what Zeppelin album?
Probably 2.
2?
Yeah.
Not Coda or any of them like that?
No.
See, as much as I love music, I cannot fucking name an album for shit.
Yeah.
You know,
I get that.
I know that Thriller was on Thriller. I know that Bad was on Bad.
Yeah, but you can't remember like what song was on what album. Yeah,
I think Enter Sandman was on Black.
It was.
Yeah.
Yep.
See,
Black album. Yeah. That was one of the very first CDs. I'm pretty sure that was like one of the original CDs I ever owned as a kid.
I know that.
And like Pearl Jam 10.
I know that Old Dirty Bastards, Bitch Better Have My Money was on Nigga Please.
Right. Baby better have my money.
And they had like the Walmart version was in star.
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Okay, so
we all lived off the Walmart version, didn't we?
I saw a funny TikTok video the other day with this guy. So
it's all edited parts.
Oh my god, yeah, it's terrible.
So Jay-Z and Kanye West have this song called N-Word in Paris.
Nigga in Paris.
Well, I'm not going to say that word, but yeah. N apostrophe S, no apostrophe, actually.
I mean, saying it and using it is two different things.
Right.
So the video, the TikTok video, was of this white kid trying to tell Alexa to play him that song, but he didn't want to say that word.
Good luck.
So he'd be like, no, Alexa, that's not right. Kanye and his friends, they were in Paris and listening to Alexa's response. Even Alexa wouldn't say the word.
Right.
Either. Yeah, it was hilarious.
Well, of course not. Alexa can't.
Maybe she can. I don't know.
Her tubes are tied.
She's probably got some special features, like if you know the secret code.
I love how I look over at Dave, by the way, and he just keeps sinking
I keep falling down, man. It's this chair, man.
You remember that episode of Friends where each erotic zone was a number?
Right.
7, 4,
yeah.
7, 4, 8, 4, 4, 4.
I've actually
That would be what you're doing.
I'm actually just watching Friends for like the first time.
No shit.
Pivot.
I just watched their. Careful, you might not have heard you.
Spoiler. Spoiler.
I saw their reunion thing the other day.
Yeah, I saw most of that too. That was actually.
I mean, if you've never seen the series, I mean, I would not get any enjoyment out of the reunion.
Out of the reunion, yeah.
There's probably a lot of things that make sense to you.
Oh my God, they look so
my
old.
wife watched.
They look so old.
And so you had
reunion. So yeah, and so but after the reunion, I was like, well, fuck. If I can understand what the fuck this reunion is about.
How to Get Away with Murder was because of that bullshit. I watched the crap she was watching.
Yeah. But I figured after I watched the reunion, like, well, fuck, I guess I'm gonna have. I don't know. I'm not gonna know about what any of this shit means unless I watch the series.
How much have you watched?
You know, like a lot of times I watch it like before bed and I'll fall asleep.
You just like watch it randomly, or have you like you go to the beginning and start watching it from there?
I think I tried to start from the beginning, but then I ended up like skipping around. Kind of like the same thing I did with Seinfeld too.
Yeah, no, see, I love to watch
do that with
some of those early episodes of Seinfeld, like they're very different from.
Yeah, they're fucking rough.
The later, yeah.
Fucking, that was a great character. Kramer.
I was a huge Curb Your Enthusiasm fan too. Yeah, the last couple seasons have been kind of iffy for me.
I'm not completely caught up on it.
But
yeah,
I feel like
I'm just like committed to it.
Yeah, me too. That's how I am too. Yeah, but I feel like the shtick is just getting old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm more of a Curb fan.
I get it. You're a fucking stupid Jew. You're fucking dumb fucking Jew.
That's his thing, though, right?
People. I don't have anything against Jewish people at all.
Right.
And their faith, and I respect them. And God bless your brother.
That's part of it.
I'm talking about the character. I'm talking about the character that this person is playing.
Yes.
Specifically. So when I use. In what we were talking about earlier in the song, when I said when I said nigger, I wasn't saying the N-word. I was saying the word because it was irrelevant to the conversation and what was being said. You shouldn't be afraid to say a word when you're not meaning it or doing it maliciously. Yes, for people who have been on the receiving end of that,
Yeah.
it's harder for them to swallow. But if they want to think about it rationally, for the person who's talking to you in front of you, are they doing something negative to you and really trying to offend you? Or are they just stating a fact of a conversation of something? Are they quoting somebody? Are they talking about a particular song title?
Yeah.
They're not.
It's different.
They're not. I'm not looking at you and pointing you down, and staring down my nose and looking down on you and fucking using that word. That's not what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So, in context, when a person is using it, I don't see where there's the disrespect.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I fling that word randomly, maliciously, without my consent, and thinking about my scenario and surroundings and who I'm with and who I'm around, and being respectful for those people. And that's what it comes down to, is being respectful to others.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
I agree.
I have black friends that I've used that word.
Now you sound white.
In front of.
I got black friends.
I am white. I am the whitest brother.
You have used that word in front of.
And I've used that word in front of them.
In certain contexts, they let you get away with a particular joke or statement because they know deep down their heart that you're not trying to come at them maliciously.
Not at
or
all.
saying that, or even using that maliciously against somebody else,
right?
Or in general,
right?
Because they probably wouldn't even stand for that shit if you were just using it in general.
If I was just calling them that, then that would be one thing, And if I was calling them that, motherfuckers, they wouldn't be my friend,
right?
Right.
I remember Oprah interviewed Jay-Z, and they had this big debate over that word. And because Jay-Z, of course, uses that word all the time in his music, and Oprah is very against even people like Jay-Z using that word.
Oprah.
And Jay-Z's whole point was, like, I understand the history of that word, but by us using that word in music,
taking the power back.
We're taking ownership of that word back, and we're giving it a different meaning. Right. But just for me personally, I don't use that word. Like, even when I'm in the car listening to songs that use that word, I don't say that word.
But you know what? That's great and all. But at the
you
same,
should be fucking able to sing along with a fucking song.
Oh, I totally.
You are quoting a song. You are singing along. You are just singing a fucking song. That if the person didn't want those fucking words to be heard, he wouldn't have recorded them. Yeah. And if he recorded them and put them out there, he wanted those words to be heard. Yeah. So if you want to sing along with him and echo what he's saying, you're just saying, ditto. Right. You're just saying ditto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I get where you're coming from as far as, like, when you're listening to a song, you put yourself in the point of view of the person singing that song.
Right.
Like, I get that. I get that. It's just a personal,
that's how you
personal
connect.
choice.
To me, that's how
you
connect with the song.
Several years ago.
When you connect with a song is you become empathetic of the person and what they're saying and why they're saying it.
It's the whole point of it. Go ahead.
Several years ago, I was waiting with some friends of mine at Six Flags, which is nearby in Eureka, and we were waiting for a buddy's girlfriend and her friends to come. And while we were waiting, me and my best friend at the time started rapping Dre. We were rapping like The Chronic, right?
Yeah, it's a
Someone
few
creeping
N-words.
it, creeping. I was doing the Dre part. My boy was doing Snoop, and I just remember down the way there was this black dude. He looked like he was homeless or something, but he was inside of Six Flags, and this boy was losing his mind at these two dumpy white boys from the country rapping The Chronic. And this would have been like 96, 97.
Well, dude, where I come from, and probably where you come from too, man. Like, I knew a lot of dudes that drove big trucks with big tires that were racist. That were racist as fuck. That they're racist as fuck. Look, but yet they bump rap.
Right.
That to me is like the ultimate irony.
I'm 6'3". I would have had to have jumped up into getting this fucking truck, and it had fucking lights underneath the fucking truck with fucking lights underneath around the rims and underneath, and it was fucking bumping music, and I'm like, this is the most redneck hood shit I've ever seen.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you say that,
hood
man.
shit.
Yeah, I know, right?
My boy who was rapping it with me was a racist.
And then he got to the end of the parking lot and did that fucking burnout, like fucking lowriders do, but at the same time it's a diesel, so it's fucking
he was
blowing
rolling
smoke.
Coal.
Yes.
Rolling coal.
This is the most fucking ghetto country shit I've ever seen in my life.
I hate those trucks with those big fucking wheels.
I just yell, sorry about your penis,
Right.
bro.
They're always...
That's like, to me, that's like Fast and Furious when you see that Honda Civic or the fucking Chevy Cavalier with the 2.5 foot aluminum spoiler on the fucking... On
the back end.
XL edition.
What the fuck are you doing with that?
It's ridiculous, man.
What? Too fast for y'all.
Right.
Ooh, the thing is that my brother...
Too fast, too
He
furious.
is too fast and furious. Like, you can hear him coming. I drove to Columbia with him one time. I was like, dude, I cannot. I'm gonna have to call somebody to come pick me up. You gave me a fucking migraine with that fucking muffler.
I hate that shit.
There's no he's got a fucking air cooler system, and every time he shifts gears, and he releases fucking pressure. I'm like, so I'm on High Street.
hate it.
I'm on High Street having a beer on the fucking patio right there, in front of the pub. Mm-hmm. And I hear Nelson fucking coming. I can hear his fucking car, and this motherfucker. And I see him at the light, and it's a red fucking Civic.
Mm-hmm. This motherfucker.
I'm like, so I plan it. As soon as he fucking yell, I'm gonna fucking yell as loud as I can. Too fast for y'all. And man, I gave it my all when I said that shit. And as I made, because I'm like squinting up, to fucking belt it out. And then when I opened my eyes and I made eye contact, it was not my brother.
Oh shit, man.
Too fast. Dude, we laughed over that bullshit. Oh, my bad.
Dude.
I thought you were he was like down the street. I thought you were my brother.
Oh, man. Yeah,
same fucking car. So some guy picked up
the same shit.
And he he wants to be my brother's got. You remember that song back in the day? It was a Michael Jordan Nike commercial.
Which song?
Like Mike.
Yeah,
if I can be like Mike.
Yeah,
right.
of course.
So this motherfucker saw my brother's car and fucking basically duplicated it.
Wanted to be like Mike.
Right.
Yeah, nice. Nice. Yeah, man. Fuck, I was a huge Michael Jordan fan. We have the same last name.
I can't believe that, Dave Jordan.
I know, right? I know. No, I was a huge MJ fan.
You don't look nothing like
Still am a huge MJ fan. Love that dude.
Another man, they're cousons, right?
Love that dude.
Saw him at the barbecue.
Did you consider naming one of your boys Michael?
Fuck no.
How about Tito?
No,
Jermaine?
Montel, maybe.
I was gonna name one Memphis.
We talked.
Yeah.
Dude, that's my son's middle name is Memphis. Swear to God.
Right.
Really?
My hand to God. Yeah, Jack's middle name is Memphis.
Memphis?
I've never told you this story.
No, I didn't know that.
The reason why his middle name is Memphis is because when me and his mom were dating.
Is that where he was conceived?
It was not where he was conceived, but that was like the first kind of sort of vacation we took together was to the Beale Street, the Memphis in May Music Festival.
Nice.
Which I've been to that thing a few times now. It's great. But yeah, that was why his name is Memphis.
Right on, man.
It was Jesse's idea, and at first I was like, that's kind of weird. I don't know if I like that, but then it grew on me.
So my name is Angel, and I always wanted to, if I had multiple sons, my first son would be Angel Jr., which he is.
Yes.
I wanted my second son to be Gabriel, and then, Michael.
Then Michael.
And then, you could fucking
keep going. Go down the line, right?
Nigel. There's a lot of Ales there's Angel names.
Yes.
So that's what I really wanted to do. And my second child was a girl, so that didn't happen. I never think I'd have boys or kids again.
As usual, the girls screw it all up.
Well, I got married again. Third time's a charm.
There you go, bingo.
So we're on our second kid. We're married over 7 years. It's the longest lasting so far.
Yeah, yay.
She's a great woman.
You got this, brother. You got this.
She's made me such a better person, such a better life. I sound like Matt Francis all the time.
I know.
Man. Well, you know what? I feel the same about mine, so it's okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's all right.
Yeah, yours is okay.
I was telling a story while
I'm
remember
sorry.
I told you,
I'm sorry.
I told you guys the very first time I ever got on here that if I ever started going on a rant, you're going to have to redirect me, otherwise I'll forget about what we were talking about.
Is that what just happened?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Happens to me all the time.
I was going somewhere with that story.
Happens to the best
of us. You know what?
us.
My wife took me off track, and I'm just not thinking how much.
Yeah.
Man, that happens.
We're a few drinks deep, boys.
Right? We're several drinks deep, let's be honest. And what is this we're drinking again?
Well, I'm drinking
Flor de Caña.
Flor de Caña.
Yes. Say that one more time.
Flor de Caña.
Flor de Caña.
I felt that down here in my nether region.
Right. Dave's nethers are
That
growing.
is a romantic language.
Pretty soon you're going to get hair in funny places and start talking funny, too.
Oh, man.
You're going to have to ask your manager.
I can't wait.
Speaking of asking our manager, let's thank our Patreon patrons.
That's right.
The Jeff City Paranormal Society.
That's right. We love those guys. Doing good stuff. Bringing all the weird shit to Jeff City.
Yeah.
We love the weird.
Keep Jeff City weird, let me tell you.
It was the weird shit that first brought me on this podcast, right?
It was.
All the weird UFO stuff.
Back in the day when it was always You always had a segment for the extraterrestrial.
Right.
Pretty much. We were pretty balls deep into that stuff early on. Yeah.
Speaking of balls deep,
baby.
Thanks to Biscuit Strength.
That's right. He is balls deep into some horseshoes right now.
That dude's been bending shit left and right.
Dear God.
On the TikToks, Facebooks.
When you first told me you have Biscuit Strength on, he's gonna bend stuff. It's like, we like biscuit cans.
Right. That's what we didn't know what he was gonna do the first time. Man.
I mean, he bends it as if it was a biscuit can.
The second
Maybe
time
that's why it's Biscuit Strength.
The second time I ever met that man, he bent a horseshoe for me.
First time I met him, he fucking did that shit.
Well, I guess that's true, right? Yeah.
And Jason did it too. He'd been a horseshoe.
Jason was
and
a
the fucking deck of cards. I couldn't fucking even bring a little bit of a tear.
That's just fucking ridiculous.
Also want to thank the big homie JT.
That's right.
Out in Auckland, New Zealand, the Paranormal Sun.
Yep.
Love
Live
that
out of Tower Studios.
They stay safe down there. They're on lockdown and secluded from the.
We need to get him back
on
on the program
soon. Very soon. Very soon. All right, bitches. See y'all for the cool down.
Cooling it down.
We've been teaching Angel all the proper buttons.
Yeah.
There you go. Angel's got the buttons tonight. No, it's early. You can't hit that button now, bro.
I do what I want.
It's too early.
I do what I want.
All right,
can't cue me and then tell me no. One time a Little League coach called me over. They called timeout and come over and talk to me. He's like, look, I'm going to give you the steal sign. I'm going to give you the steal sign because I think they've been stealing our signs. So I want to show you to go and steal third base.
Baseball.
But don't do it.
Don't do it.
So I go to second base. I'm like, he must have just been saying that shit to throw the third baseman off. Because he always told us, you follow the signs no matter what.
Yeah.
You always follow the signs. You do what I say. I mean, they ingrained us in that shit. So he fucking gave the sign. I'm like, I fucking went.
I got to do it.
Well, they were stealing the sign, so they knew I was stealing. They fucking threw me out without even. I mean, I thought I had the pitcher going home plate, and he fucking threw it the second, or threw it the third rather.
It's a brutal game.
And got me. And that fucking coach was so fucking pissed. I told you not to run. I told you, but coach, you said anytime you give us a sign, no matter what, we had to do it. So I did what you told me originally was no matter what.
Well. You thought he was deacon you, and he wasn't.
Right.
The old rub it on me.
Live and learn.
So
you know now.
That's what y'all did to me with the cool down. I can have it again.
Cooling it down.
All right.
All right, bitches.
Catch y'all on the
All right,
flip.
bitches.
We'll be right back.
God, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Damn,
I do too.
In the Groove, Vinyl Records and More has the widest variety of new and used music, carrying new and reissued vinyl, used CDs and cassette tapes. In business for over 20 years, offering the best variety and service we possibly can. In the year 2000, we started out as a little hole in the wall, and now In the Groove is a full-service record shop with thousands of records to choose from. Buying rock, jazz, R&B, soul, and blues records, 33s, 45s, and 78s. We also buy CDs and cassette tapes. We've been buying and selling since 2000. In the Groove is a one-stop shop for records, stereo equipment, CDs, and other fun oddities. 708 Jefferson Street, Jefferson City, Missouri. Give us a thumbs up and follow us on Facebook. In the Groove, Vinyl Records and More.
Cooling it down with the old 77.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is so nice. Yeah. Big ups to Louis Mano for that Vermont Hall of Famer.
For
Louis
that
Mano.
voiceover work, man. He's a beast.
God,
Bringing
he is a
us
beast.
back to the old 77 podcast.
I love it. I love
Hey,
it so hard.
welcome.
Welcome back.
It's a safe place.
In an unsafe world. We almost forgot that part.
Nah, I steered us back.
Well, when Maddie's not here, somebody's got to keep us on track, right? Yeah,
Hey man, it is the cool down. You can do anything in the cool down.
We cool it down, baby.
Woo. I don't know about you boys.
Wild stallion!
I love
We
that.
can do anything we want.
That's
you said,
right.
You just said.
Careful who you give the
Yes.
buttons to.
He's going
So-
button mad.
I saw that he had some ginger ale in the cooler, so I had to grab one, and that led to me telling a story during the break.
Let's do it. Let's hear it.
About my son, who he's 27. So
You have a 27-year-old?
I have a 27-year-old son.
Man.
20 years old right out of high school.
Yeah, well, you know.
Well, I mean, I was a couple years out of high school. I didn't graduate when I was 20. But it was still my high school sweetheart, my first wife. We had a boy, Angel Jr., my namesake. And, see, I did it again. What was the title?
Did you lose
Angel
it?
Jr.
Angel Jr.
Yeah.
Your namesake.
My namesake.
Fresh out of high
But
school.
we were talking about something before that. You guys let me go down a rabbit hole again.
I'm sorry, man. We're assholes. Though.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's twice. One more time, and you're going to be caught up with me for the day.
For the day.
For the day.
It's a really cool story.
Oh, I hate that.
What are they lacing that ginger ale with over there,
that's
bro?
what it was.
Edibles.
Thanks for bringing me back
You're
to
welcome.
the ginger ale.
You're
So,
welcome. You're welcome.
My namesake, Angel, he, his wife moved back. His mother, my ex-wife, moved back to California. So he would come and visit me in Missouri for the summers and whatnot.
Right.
But he was young. He was like 5, 6, 7 years old.
yeah,
so
yeah.
the first couple times, I would fly out there, pick him up, fly back out there, drop him off. You know, and so there was a lot of
flying.
And
yeah.
He loved him some ginger ale.
It's good stuff.
Oh, he
I always
like-
have ginger ale in the
right.
house.
And we're at the
Dude,
store,
Maddie goes
so,
crazy for it.
You
my
know,
favorite.
he was older. He was like, I don't know, a teenager by the time. And we're at the grocery store. And I was like, you
That's a
want to
good
get some
story.
ginger ale? Because I know you like ginger ale. And he was like, Dad, we only get ginger ale on the airplane. I'm like, no. Come here. And we went there. And he saw there was like 12 packs and 2 liters. And
Yeah.
shit. And it was like, oh. He was like, he couldn't believe that you can just go to the store and buy some ginger ale. He
Get
thought
the
that was something you could only get on
outta
airplanes.
here.
Wow.
He associated drinking ginger ale. So when I saw that in
Oh,
the
yeah.
cooler, I was like, I got to have fucking ginger ale.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
great,
man.
man. It's great.
That's the story I was trying. I made it back around.
It's good for your belly, man. If you ever have a bellyache, ginger ale is great for that.
You need
Ginger.
to tone down
But
one
you
of
have
your
to get the
resort
real.
drinks.
You got to get the real ginger ale because
See.
there are the products that claim to.
In
They
Puerto
call
Rico,
themselves ginger ale, but they don't have
in
real
Puerto
ginger.
Rico, they use Sprite.
It's bright.
Sprite.
Right,
so not
so is
Sierra
that the
Mist
French?
or 7 Up.
no.
It's Sprite.
Is that the French Sprito?
No, yeah.
Yes, El Sprite.
El
Let me get an El
Sprito.
Sprito.
Didn't you say
over
that it's an O? Like when you're speaking
Right, use that O
French,
again.
you got to
Sprite.
put the O at the
Sprito.
end. Sprito. Give
You
me
want
some
a
Dr. Pepper.
Coca-Cola?
El Garçon. Let me get
Yeah.
Sprito over here.
Oh man, I am.
But that was,
I
they
am
would tell you
drunko.
if you have a
So
upset
is it-
tummy, whatever,
Yeah.
have some Sprite.
So is
Sprite.
everything like clear Sprite? Have a Sprite, like you
right.
get like a Pepsi sometimes.
No.
Pop.
Up,
Like it's
yeah.
pop.
Hey, give me a Coke.
Right. Oh no. Okay. So in Puerto Rico, it's Coke.
Yeah.
Well, you want a Coke?
Coke?
Yeah. What can you? What? Yeah. I want a Coke. Well, we have a Sprite. We have Dr.
Yeah,
Pepper. We have 7 Up.
yeah.
Right. Or like they don't say cereal. It's cornflakes.
Cornflakes is
you want
all
some
encompassing?
cornflakes? Yeah. What kind you got? We got some Cheerios. We got some
Interesting.
Captain Crunch. We
You
have
want cornflakes?
Interesting.
That's the weirdest. Is that they
Yeah.
use fucking cornflakes?
That's
there
the interesting
instead
thing.
of cereal.
That's the interesting thing.
Yeah,
when
we got
you
some
learn
cereal.
like
What kind of
different
cereal?
languages.
Right.
You know, like
Right.
just little things like that.
Oh, this is mannerisms.
Are interesting,
you know.
man.
Right. That's what really.
Languages
for
are
somebody
always
who has-
evolving.
For somebody who has second language life, where they're speaking primarily another language than what they grew up learning and knowing, for them to learn and understand and use those mannerisms properly, even though their accent is still there and their slight mispronunciation of a word here and there is there, they show that level of comprehension of showing those
Oh, absolutely.
subtle meanings,
Yeah.
and using those correctly,
Yeah.
and, you know, that says a lot about their true understanding of the language.
Sure, absolutely.
Like there's this girl on it's Meta or Facebook or whatever you want to call it now. It's really
Well,
TikTok because it's on the Reels.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And she's this she's very, very Caucasian looking. She's got flaming red hair, but she's from a bilingual home. Like her mother is.
Oh yes, and she talks Spanish.
And
And
she-
this is her
that she
mother.
just
Is it her mother or her
screams-
mother-in-law? I can't
It's her
remember.
mother.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was like, "How to piss off your Spanish-speaking mother?"
Because we use slang words like parquear, which is
Yeah.
just saying the word park in English, but putting a fucking Spanish accent is like caro. You know,
Right.
adding an
Oh,
O.
yeah.
We're just adding an O at the end is what we're doing.
I see.
Just saying an English word with a really heavy accent.
and man, her mom
and
comes
making
down
that
on
word
her.
into the Spanish version,
Yeah.
which is not true. There's a word. It's called estacional. Mm-hmm. So that is to park. So her mother goes off on her.
Oh my god!
¿Qué parquear? Es
Yes.
estacional. So she starts going off on her like, putting it down. Like, how dare you? Like, you sound so fucking stupid.
The one that I just watched before you guys rolled in, she was doing something, and she was like, how to piss your mother off, your Spanish mother, and she said something along these lines, and her mom just snapped back at her, and she went, "Mom, what are you talking about?" in English. And her mom came back twice as hard.
Right.
I don't understand what the hell you're saying. You need to learn to speak Spanish. You speak Spanish. What are you talking about? Oh my God.
She's like, if you want to talk to me, this is how you would talk to me.
That's exactly
Otherwise, we ain't talking.
We ain't talking,
dude.
And then there was another one right after that. She came home and she was like, "Hey, I'm bilingual, blah blah blah, but I only, I went to college or high school. I don't remember which one it was, but she's like, I learned more Spanish in high school than I did at home," and it pissed her mom off because she came home and told her mom that she got a B in class, and her mom was like, "What the hell? That's your language."
I mean, okay, so I can kind of relate to this because I took Spanish throughout high school. I started
thinking it would be easy
in middle school. I started in middle school taking Spanish, but it was like, it was foreign language, so they taught you some Italian, some Spanish, some French, and some German. And but when you get to high school, you can specify a particular language. You had to take at least, I can't remember how many credits you needed. You had to a foreign language. So I had a Spanish class the whole fucking time I was in high school. I was like in Spanish for
That's like I took FFA. It's just a no-brainer.
And my mom would get pissed that I fucking bring a test in with a C or fucking
How do you get a C on a Spanish test though?
The test is not about how I can understand or repeat and talk to you properly. It's about understanding the language
and the syntax
and the conjugations of words and using the proper format in the proper way. And I just fucking learned, straight Spanish family, just fucking whatever. My family is just
you learn a dialect and it's not
they were not the proper
dialect.
Castilian Spanish. With the Español. You don't have the lisp. It's just. We just speak Spanish. We don't speak that Castilian proper.
Oh my God!
It's like speaking proper English,
It's just like.
So,
is it really with a lisp?
Yeah, because like some king whatever fucking spoke with a lisp, and
so
like,
that translated down into.
We got to start doing this now too.
Talk like him. Talk like him.
Oh fuck! Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
I didn't know that.
That's why I say España.
España.
To me, we say España. España, but that's like a Puerto Rican like España, but it's España. But they say España with
España
with a TH in the middle.
Am I any good at that?
No.
España.
España.
Was that good?
Spot on.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You got any other words you want me to try to say over here?
What do you want to know?
Teach Dave some Spanish.
This is what the viewers tune in for.
What language are you going to teach me?
I mean, if you need any brushing up on your English, I was going to be an English teacher. Before I was a guitar teacher,
to be fair,
Dave
could teach you musical note
One of
theory.
my proudest moments was to know how to use the 3 different ways of to and your.
Yeah. With using the apostrophes in the right spot. Yeah, a lot of people have trouble with that.
You are.
But dude,
there and there.
Right. Yes.
That's
I just think about. I'm like.
That's why the English language is so messed up.
Yeah, it's a very difficult language to learn, so they say.
Fellas, I blew a tranny means something different to your mechanic.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, it's true. Right.
Yeah. If I told you guys I blew a tranny,
you won't believe I blew 2 trannies.
Right. You guys would be worried about me.
Within a quarter mile of each other.
It's amazing I'm not dead. It's amazing I'm not dead right now. Yeah.
And when they call that double entendre.
Double entendre.
I'm sure I pronounced that wrong with my...
Double entendre. Yeah, that's what the rappers... The great rappers are great at double entendres, man. Like Jay-Z, he's great at...
DJ Quick, for my money, and KRS-One.
KRS-One,
one of the best, man.
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Oh, Ice Cube, baby.
Some of the things that they would say, the way they say it and how they meant that double entendre, I'm saying the metaphor speaking. It was and the way that it was, each one had a specific way to deliver that, but it was like, I can't believe what that motherfucker just said.
Yeah, man, it blows your mind.
Shit.
Yeah, it blows your mind.
Right?
Blows your mind.
I'm showing my geekness for music again.
No, dude, that's okay. I'm a geek too, man.
I have a passion for music, but I'm a lazy, passionate person, which
Right.
means that like I listen to music and I love the music, but I don't
I don't
know
wanna
album
make
will
it.
come on. I can't
Yeah.
tell you who produced it. I can't tell you if
Yeah.
it won anything.
No, I'm
I
with
can't
you
tell
there.
you the year it came out. None of that shit.
I'm a total music geek too, and I'm pretty sure Scotty qualifies as being a total music geek too, pretty much, man. Yeah.
I like to think so.
But I love a lot. They have a lot of musical documentaries on Netflix and whatnot, and
Yes.
Paramount Plus, and
Yeah.
there's some great ones. There's a ZZ Top one that I watched not so long ago. It was really good.
So check this out. Do you do Amazon Video, Amazon
the
Prime?
Prime, yeah.
Okay, so do you know about the Coda Collection? Do you know what that is?
What is this?
The Coda Collection is this.
Dude, there's so much good. I just want to preface by saying there's so much good shit out there now. it's hard to keep up.
Yeah. So
It's just
I just
how
now
much
found the
how much
Beatles like
TV do you wanna
documentary,
watch?
right? Right.
It's that's all it
exactly.
is. Is that how much TV do you want to watch?
I just don't have
You
the time to
have-
consume that much television.
Me too. Me too.
Like
yeah.
it's a real commitment to watch and listen to something from episode 1
Oh, absolutely.
all the way through.
Sure.
That you're making a real commitment.
And
to
shout
something.
out to
And
Raj,
so that's
the
what we were
marathon
talking about
man, for
earlier
doing
with
just
the
that.
marathon
Curb
man.
with Curb Enthusiasm.
Right.
Yeah.
Me too. When I first listened to you guys, I went back and fucking. When I first started listening to you, I powered all the way through and listened to them all.
Oh wow.
Went through some pretty rough times.
You went through
in
some
there.
rough times, brother.
Okay, what were we talking about before that?
We were talking
Oh,
about.
you went down my rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm keeping score.
Well,
now.
I was about to
Yeah.
say something and then I lost it. What were we talking about? It was important. Angel's over there like,
Yeah,
sorry,
I don't.
can't
I don't.
help
I
you,
don't
bro.
remember.
We were
man.
going to talk about the Christmas season.
That's
You
right.
have your hat on.
Yes.
We just celebrated Christmas.
That's
You
way
look
too
like
far
you,
back.
you
man.
look like the happy elf
New
over
Year's
there
is
tonight.
coming up.
Especially
And
when my
then-
chair falls down.
Do you guys
Oh, I'll
remember
tell
what
you.
I was telling you before the show started about January 6th?
The committee.
The committee. So, the three magi
Oh,
found
the
baby
12.
Jesus.
Yes.
in the manger. They brought him the gold and what was it?
All that good shit they
Incense
brought
and
him.
frankincense and myrrh.
Yeah.
Frankincense and myrrh.
Yeah.
Frankenstein and Murr and Murray.
Murray. Bill
We're
Murray.
not the baby.
Some
was
purple,
Bill Murray,
they brought
right?
some purple haze, some chronic. Right. So they made it to Bethlehem on the 6th day of January.
Yes.
So that's the 12 days of Christmas is December 26th to
Through the 6th.
through the
right.
6th of
Yes,
January. So
right.
the Orthodox Church and the Christian, when they split, the Catholics and became, and then the Orthodox. They Orthodox celebrate the January 6th, and in Puerto Rico we do too. That's even though it's like majority Catholic. The Three Kings Day, Dia de los Reyes. The kids will set out a little shoebox with some
was
grass
nice, wasn't
from the
it?
yard
Yeah.
for feed the camels.
Feed the camels.
Yeah, because the Magi came across the desert on camels.
Yeah.
So they leave a
It's
little
all
box.
connected.
I know this sounds like I'm fucking making this shit up. I'm not. A little box with some grass for the camels underneath their
Right.
bed.
Okay.
And then they wake up in the morning, the grass is gone, and they have presents that the.
Damn, that's a lot
Three
for the
Magi
parents
brought.
to do.
So they have to do Christmas. In Puerto Rico, we do Christmas, and then we do Three Kings Day.
You get
And-
Christmas twice?
It's nice.
You bastards.
I mean,
how can we work that in?
I don't
It's
know.
just a kid from the
Does
Midwest.
the
How do we
Jewish
work
faith,
that in?
with the menorah, the 7 days, do they get gifts every day in the 7 days?
Yes.
How does that work? I don't know.
Yeah, it's 9 days.
I don't know.
I think it's 8
Oh,
days.
it's 8 days.
Yeah.
8 days.
8
Yeah.
crazy nights. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
from the song
Yeah.
from-
Yeah.
From
Adam
Adam Sandler.
Sandler.
Yeah, I was just watching the Thanksgiving
So I
song
just
last
did that.
night.
We have a friend that we work with. Her name is Shelly.
Yeah.
She's been on the show
She's been on the
before.
show, yeah. She was on episode 77.
She was on the lost portion of that.
Ah, damn
We
it.
did 30 minutes and lost her segment because I was so drunk after 6 hours at last flight.
We had a
did
good
not,
day.
I did not press record on that.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, it was bad.
Damn it.
But anyway,
We're
yeah,
sorry.
my family just gave her Hanukkah gifts.
Little douchebag, actually.
That's my best friend James. He left that on my phone.
No shit.
What did he
Yeah.
say? I can't.
Douchebag.
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 He gave me the douchebag sneeze.
So,
Douchebag.
you know what we should do is because you guys haven't done it in a long time.
Yeah.
What's I should queue up and do a search for some,
Trivia?
some.
Is that what
You
you
wanna
want
The
to say?
transcript of the old
That's
set.
not what I wanted.
No, not that one. Oh, there you go.
You want
Trivia.
some trivia? Okay, what do you want? What do you
We'll
want trivia on?
I'm gonna Google some.
Testing the will and the
Holiday.
patience of their guests.
Hold on, let's let Louis do his thing
It's
first.
time for old 77 trivia.
Can't interrupt Louis.
Hey, bitches.
I'm gonna Google some holiday
trivia.
Okay.
All right.
Now wait, are we giving you trivia?
I'm gonna ask trivia questions for a change.
Okay.
This will be a
All
fun new experience. You'll be on the receiving end.
I
for
can't
once.
wait. I can't wait.
All right,
And
I'm
you
down.
guys,
I ain't scared.
we're due.
Yeah.
We're gonna do 20.
Oh, 20.
Oh my God.
10 to you and 10 to you.
Damn.
all
And
right.
then we
Damn.
will, and then whoever gets the most.
All right.
Has to blow the other one.
Word.
Fuck it, I ain't scared, Jay.
I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. Everything I've ever done has led up to this moment.
Oh man, I don't look. I really don't know how hard or how easy. I don't really know how hard or how easy these are gonna be. I
Okay.
just randomly picked the first fucking website.
All right, man, let's
And it's
do
got some
it.
questions on there. Now, the only thing that we have to decide if you want to do some rock, paper, scissors to who goes first.
All
Or
right.
if you want to gently decide, however you want to do it, you guys tell me.
All right, ready?
It's rock, paper, scissors, then shoot.
2 out of 3
Right,
or
sure.
1 up, straight up? 2 out of
Let's
3?
just straight up.
One and done?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Pussies.
Bam.
Scotty got me.
Scotty, all
rock
right.
beats scissors. Yeah.
All right, first question. What did the other reindeer not let Rudolph do because of his shiny red nose?
Play reindeer games.
Now, I'm going to give it to you. It's join in any reindeer game.
Oh, yeah. No, give it to him. Give it
That's
to him.
so close enough that I
Yeah,
think he deserves
sames.
All right.
Now, don't be giving me some really hard shit after that first question.
How many ghosts show up in A Christmas Carol?
How many ghosts
Oh, dude, come on.
show up in A Christmas Carol?
Yeah, the movie is A Christmas Carol. How many ghosts appeared?
I'm 3.
Wow.
You want to name the ghosts?
Fuck no.
I can name them for the bonus.
Are we gonna allow a steal like Family Feud?
Was
style?
I right with 3?
No.
Okay.
We'll allow a
Yeah,
steal
give
like
it to him.
Family Feud.
Give it to him.
We'll do a steal
Let
like
him do it.
Family Feud.
Yeah, as long as I can do the same
Okay,
thing.
so there are 4. You have
Okay,
Marley.
so that gives him 1 point.
Just
Oh,
barely
so
And,
missed
all
it.
right,
Okay.
that's
Just
your
barely
point.
missed
And then
it.
we're gonna go for a bonus if he can name the 4.
Okay.
Okay,
So
fair
you
enough.
get Marley.
Which was
Now wait, is he going to get 4 extra points right now?
No. One.
Just 1. Okay.
One extra point if you can name all 4.
So Marley was the first ghost that came in, and he was the partner of Ebenezer Scrooge.
Right.
Then
Correct.
you had
He had the chains on.
Oh yeah. Then you had the ghost of, was it Christmas Past? Then the ghost of Christmas Present, and then the ghost of Christmas Future.
Oh well, fuck.
That's the second point right there. Oh,
You got to
I'm
get
not
the dinger
queued up
on.
wrong.
Yeah, you got to get the
Wrong.
dinger on there.
Ding, bitches.
There we go.
My
Good
bad.
job. Good job.
Yeah.
Good
Hey,
job, Scotty.
Dave, I do owe you this.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
so technically he stole points from you and got a bonus.
2 to 1.
If
or
you
2 to nothing.
Right, so if you get a chance to steal, you will also get a chance to bonus.
Hell, of course.
All right.
All right.
So technically, it's now your turn.
Okay.
Ah, fuck.
Okay. All right.
This is some bullshit.
Fuck, I'm glad somebody's
This is
running
some-
this.
This is some bullshit. Where was baby Jesus born?
Bethlehem?
Correct.
All right.
All right. This better be an easy fucking question.
I'm telling you, I just randomly went.
This is rigged.
Look, you.
This is like the 2020
If you
election
would've
and the
won-
next election.
If you would have
no
won the
matter
rock,
what
if
happens.
you would have won the rock paper scissors, then
yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
man.
who knows where we would be?
Fair point. That's a fair point.
We'd still be here because I stole that last that one.
Yes, right.
Get my
The
ass whooped.
the movie Miracle on 34th Street.
I don't want movies.
Is
Don't give me
ba-
movie.
is based on a real life department store. What
Oh,
is
come
it?
on, man.
Macy's.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
That was a total guess, just so you know. Because
Are you bullshitting me? The Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, you know?
I know the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, but I don't know shit about movies.
On that one
No,
before?
the one before.
Yeah.
He did not get right, and you stole 2 points.
Okay, cool. All right, just checking.
Yeah,
So
no, Macy's was just a guess.
that was your second question,
yeah, I think
and
so.
your first correct.
One for 2.
Right.
Yeah.
And you've had 2 questions.
You've
got them both, and
yes.
plus you stole one.
Yes, and Dave's had 2. Okay.
All right.
Now,
Okay,
so
so-
you had 2 correct,
Yes.
plus a steal in the bonus.
Plus a steal.
So you're 4.
Yeah, I'm 4-0 right now, and Dave is 1-1.
Fuck that. Okay. I'm coming after your ass.
Comeback kid.
Keep going.
CBK.
Keep
All
going.
right. Let's see here.
All right. Who's up next? My turn?
Yeah, your turn, I think.
Excuse me.
All right,
yes,
all right. So
your
it's
turn.
my turn. Question number 3.
What are the 2 other most popular names for Santa Claus?
Oh, fuck.
Look at Dave shaking his head over there.
I'm
like,
gonna say
this is some
Father.
bullshit.
I'm gonna say Father Christmas.
All right, hold on, I lost my spot. Okay, Father Christmas
and Saint Nicholas.
Okay, is that your final answer?
Yes.
He got one right.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I want that steal.
So the steal would be
Chris Kringle.
Chris Kringle's is one. What's the other one?
Well, I think okay.
Well, yes, he did say 2, but
he did. But wasn't one of his?
He didn't
yes,
say
one
which
of his,
one though. So
yes,
you got
one
to
of
get
his
them
is
both.
correct.
What were the 2 that he said again?
I said Father Christmas and Saint Nicholas.
Yeah, Saint Nicholas.
So you're saying
It's Saint
you're
Nicholas
saying
and Chris Kringle.
Final answer?
Yes.
Okay, so we need a bonus. I was gonna say, can you name another one? But he's already named another one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there could possibly be another?
Tubby McChristmas.
No.
Is that your final answer?
Is that your final answer? Is Tubby McChristmas your
Show me Tubby McChristmas.
It's the feud. I just got to come up with one other name for Santa.
Okay, why not? It's another point out there for if you want it.
Yeah, man, if you want it.
Just any name?
No, I mean, a name that we would,
name
a name that we would obviously both go. Yep, that's
Santa.
exactly who you're talking about. Is Santa?
How about Saint Nick?
That was already
No, it was Saint Nicholas.
You said Chris Kringle earlier.
I did
You
say
said Chris
Kringle.
Kringle and Saint Nick, and he said Father Christmas.
Yeah.
And I give you a hint.
Okay.
It's my middle name.
Noel.
I'm kidding.
I was like,
It's
wait
just
a
hold on.
minute.
I was like, you're my friend on Facebook. You should know what my
I
middle
do know
name
it, yeah.
is.
That's immediately where my brain went. Facebook.
So he got the
Facebook,
extra. He got the.
Facebook.
All right, so Dave's
What's
got
the
some
score
Yeah,
now?
Noel is French for Christmas, and so Noel.
So I get like 6 points for that last sequence,
Dave
right?
has 3 correct, 1 wrong, and I've got 3 correct and 1 wrong. So we're tied right now.
Okay, all right. That's what I want to hear.
Comeback kid right here, Dave.
Right,
Dave
you
Jordan.
were talking shit earlier, weren't you?
Oh, fuck you.
All right, ready?
Yes, ready.
Elvis isn't going to have a white Christmas. He's going to have a
Blue Christmas.
It's another softball. Come on, buddy. Give me one of those.
I'm going straight down the line.
It's rigged, bro. It's rigged. I'm going to call all the governors.
Yeah.
What do people traditionally put on the top of a Christmas tree? You're going to get this wrong. I'll tell you right now. What do other people traditionally put on top of a Christmas tree?
Oh.
What do other people? Is that what you said?
What do people?
What do you mean by
Who,
other
like, are you talking about those
people?
other people?
Yeah,
Like you
those
people?
crazy
What are you trying to
fuckers over
say?
there? Talking about those people?
No,
Like,
it
wait a
says,
minute.
what
Damn.
do people traditionally put on top of a Christmas tree?
Place that we work, we have a Death Star on top of our
Right,
Christmas
so,
tree.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, the 2 things that I'm obviously leaning towards would be an angel or like a star.
Okay, so commit to one.
Ooh.
That's a badly worded question.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It just that's what it says. What do they must have done a survey or something? I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know.
sure it is.
Well, no,
Think
no,
of-
I take that back. It couldn't have been a survey. It didn't say most people. It says traditionally.
Ah, okay.
So they're specifically saying what do people
So
traditionally?
traditionally.
Angels.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I forgot to ask. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
It's too late.
Now that you hit
I've
that
already
fucking button,
marked it down. It's
definitely
too
my
late,
final
yeah.
answer. Now, can you hit the button for me next time before you ask what the final answer is?
Okay.
Yeah. Cooling it down.
There we go.
Yeah.
No, we got to hit a back
Go ahead,
button
question
to
two.
that one right
So
now.
this is question number 5 for me.
Only 5. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Whose idea was this?
What are we doing? 60?
No,
Is that what you
we're
said?
doing 10 apiece.
No.
We're fucking committed. We're gonna do it.
We're doing it, he says.
All right.
All right.
So, in Home Alone,
Yes.
where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind?
They're going to France.
Softball. That's a softball. I just watched that movie.
Is that your final?
No, you need to ask him where in France did they go.
That's not what the question says.
Yeah,
I
it
know.
just says where are they
but
going.
that's what you're
Like
trying to...
technically, they were going to France, but That's not what the answer is here.
I know what you're
I'm
saying.
going to give it to you. Technically, it's Paris, which is in
you
France.
should have made him say Paris, but that's
Well-
okay because he would have guessed Paris. Because
Where else are you going?
Can you name any other fucking town in France?
If
besides
they
Paris?
go to
Champagne.
Paris, technically they were vacationing in France.
Right.
So
Yeah,
that's
no,
why I
no.
gave it to him.
Yeah,
Alright.
no, it's okay because that's the he knew that.
Alright,
I mean, fuck, how many
move-
times have we all
Let's
seen that
move
movie?
it along.
We've all seen that movie a billion times.
Question.
I just watched it a week
Question
ago.
5 for number Dave Jordan.
In the classic Christmas movie.
Did you say question
Yes,
5 for
yes.
number Dave Jordan? Okay.
Yeah. In the classic Christmas movie, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yeah.
The Grinch was described with 3 words. What are they?
Can I get some choices here?
Oh, I
There's a lot of
know it.
adjectives in that book.
Think of the song.
You're a mean one.
Okay, so option A.
He even says there are 3 words, and I quote.
Gross, gunky, gooey.
Okay.
Bad, bonkers, and buffalo stank.
Yeah, that's definitely not it.
Or stink, stank, stunk.
Okay, it's definitely the first one.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, hit that button.
What? It is stink, stank, stunk.
Oh, I wanted a chance to
Oh,
say-
shit, my bad. My bad. Oh,
It's over now.
All right.
Throw
no.
in the
It's
towel.
over now.
We'll give him a different opportunity.
All right, all right.
This is some super official shit that we do. on this show.
Where? 2 questions.
This is after drinking heavily, by the
questions.
way.
A little bit.
Okay, all right.
Where was the town located that the Grinch was
Whoville.
from? Are you fucking stealing or is he stealing?
Oh, he is.
Fucking way to fuck it up.
Sorry about that.
Whoville.
Well, you were looking at me.
I know. I was asking. I was clarifying.
It's okay, dude. I don't.
This
I
is
don't mind.
some
It's okay.
weird. Do not practice this at all.
This is on the spot trivia.
It's all good.
It's just like what we do.
I tell you what. We're gonna call an audible.
Okay, all right.
And what we're gonna do is just ask you the next question in
Perfect.
the place of the bonus.
Okay, all right.
And then, regardless of you getting this right or wrong, he doesn't get a chance to steal.
Okay,
Because this
all
is
right.
technically your steal.
Okay.
Whoville.
And we would then move to your turn.
Okay.
All right. Following me? Makes
Yes.
sense?
Nope,
so
not
we
at
are
all.
on question 6 for me.
All right. In which? No, this is the bonus.
This is
the
the
steal-
bonus question,
This is
yeah,
the steal
sorry,
from
okay.
him. This is the steal from him option.
So still 5.
Right. Steal from him option. In which modern day country was St. Nicholas born in?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a toughie.
Is it multiple choice?
Sure.
Okay.
They better all be then, motherfucker. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Iran,
Okay.
Turkey, Pakistan.
Oh man, that's a toughie.
Ooh. I'm going to say Turkey.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
that's what I would
All
do.
right. So that's your steal.
Okay, that's my bonus.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, so now we're on question 6 for me.
All right.
Question 6, motherfuckers.
We need some backup
I
singers.
know, right?
Right. In the movie It's a Wonderful Life, what happened every time a bell rang?
Oh come on! It's
An angel gets his wings.
You know how I know the answer to that?
Wow.
It's not from watching that movie. It's from watching Christmas Vacation.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know what I'm talking
It's from
about.
having it on when I'm jerking off in the background, right?
Well, that too.
Yeah, little girl. Yeah.
Every time he comes.
All right, musician.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, here we
What
go, here we
words follow Silent Night in the song?
Holy night. All is calm. All is bright.
Deadly night.
Round yon virgin mother and child.
All right.
Holy infant.
All right.
So.
All right. Here we
Which
go.
Hollywood actor played 6 different roles in the Polar Express?
The classic master thespian Thomas Hanks.
Good job.
Very good.
Member of the Five Timers Club
Right.
on SNL
That's
as
right.
well.
He had dead eyes.
Yeah, everybody in that movie
Yeah,
did.
dead eyes.
Yeah, everybody did.
All right.
Question 7 for
in
Dave.
Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol,
Uh-huh.
what was the first name of Scrooge?
Give me some multiples.
Albert, Ebenezer, Edgar. I'm making these fucking
What's the
multiple
score? What's the
choices
score,
off the top
Scotty?
of my
So
head,
so
too.
far,
You're doing a good
it
job,
is 5, 6, 7 to 1 on me, and Dave has got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've got 5 to 2.
2. Okay.
Is that 5 right, 2 wrong? Is that
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. We're both doing pretty well.
Yeah, we're doing all right. That steal is what helped me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have 2 bonus, and Dave has 1.
There you go.
Somebody's got to get a calculator later.
I know, right?
Okay, ready? Whose turn is it?
You got one in your hand right
It
there.
is my turn.
Your turn?
Yes.
All right. Which country did eggnog come from?
Oh man.
Scotty, because I love
multiple
you,
choice?
I'm
No.
gonna say. I know you
Oh,
should
go
ask
ahead.
him.
What?
You should ask him for multiple.
Okay, multiple choice
Yeah.
then.
All right. England, Belgium, or France?
So I was initially thinking it's raw eggs that you separate. That sounds fucking English to me. I'm gonna say England. Final answer.
Good job, buddy. Way to rely on your instinct.
That's what I was thinking initially. Like, ooh, that's...
Yeah. Well, if that's what you're thinking,
And then
you hear
out,
that,
and then out it
yeah,
came.
yeah.
So that had to be it.
Your instinct's almost always right, at least in my experience.
So this is
number 8 for me, I
Question
think?
8 for Dave. Yes, sir.
Which real? I would never know this. Which real life person is Santa Claus based on?
Which real life person?
Give me some multiples.
Is there multiples?
Okay.
I don't.
Okay, this is going to completely give it away. We'll go with St. Thomas. Saint Nicholas.
Okay, all right, Saint
Or
Nicholas.
Saint Joseph.
I'm gonna go with Saint Nicholas.
Are you sure? Is that your final answer?
Wait, hold on. Let me think about it.
That's some horse caca.
you know.
There was no way to disguise that one. Maybe I said Saint Nicholas. Saint Nicholas.
That's what you should have
Saint
done.
Nick.
That's
You
what you
should
should
Chris
done.
Kringle.
Yeah, see then.
My
There you go.
bad.
That's
All
okay.
right,
Keep
so-
going. You're doing good.
All right, so question number 9 for me.
Number 9.
Number 9.
What
the
did
penultimate.
Frosty the Snowman do when a magic hat was placed on his head?
Shout out, happy birthday!
Is that your final answer?
Yes. I'm watching him go.
You're fired, Scott.
Oh.
Scotty's looking at Angel's finger.
Okay, so
What button he's about to hit.
He was
Right.
going back and forth.
Because
I
I
know
saw
he
you
was.
look. I saw
I
you
know.
look.
Good job.
What did Frosty the Snowman do when a magic hat was placed on his head? He began. He began is all you're getting at him because you have a chance to steal.
It's
I
the
almost
song.
danced.
Yeah,
I almost
yeah.
messed that up again. So you're given the option to steal. My bad. I almost gave the answer, but I didn't. He's trying to throw you off. Don't listen to him. He's playing with your mind.
I know. I know. Can you repeat the question for me one time, please?
Are you paying attention?
No.
What did Frosty the Snowman do when a magic hat was placed on his head?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
No. Frosty. You want to know how much I know of that song? Frosty the Snowman.
He's complaining about movies. I give him a
Right,
song.
right.
With
You
a
give him his-
corn pie
it's in his wheelhouse.
Yeah, go ahead and hit that
Is that your-
that red button over there.
He
So
began
no steal, no steal.
He
Corn
began to
cob pipe?
dance about.
He began to dance around. But I
close
would have
enough.
given it to you if you would have came up with that earlier, but you didn't.
Yeah.
No, I was
He
doing the
and
cartoon.
he didn't steal, so
I had the
now we go.
chance.
Now
Happy
it's your turn.
birthday.
Okay, let's do this.
Wait, so we don't give him that as a no? That's...
No, that's not a no. That's because that was a steal attempt.
God, this one is so complicated.
I'm gonna have
You're
another one
welcome.
of these.
You gonna eat another caramel?
One of
there?
these festive
Those
caramels.
are so good. I might have another myself.
They're
Dude,
very
those are
festive.
jeez.
We know somebody.
They're
who
homemade,
is
right?
A
Yeah,
very
yeah.
good cook. Very
He
good cook.
began-
Yes.
Okay, so I'm trying to pick up where I left off. All right. What is Ralphie's little brother's name in the movie A Christmas Story?
I don't know this one.
Damn it, man, that's
That's
a
a
tough
good
one.
one.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, I know the movie and I've seen it many times, but fuck. Multiples.
Dude, that's what everybody says. Give me multiples.
Tommy, Randy,
I wish my wife would say
or
that.
Kevin?
Hmm. I'm gonna go Randy.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
The fucking back and forth is killing me, man.
I know. It's great. I love it.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right, so this is it. This is question 10 for me.
Did we miss penultimate? You forgot?
No, I got the penultimate with
I know,
Dave.
but we did not announce it like we normally do.
I thought we were
just
doing...
finished the penultimate question with Dave. Now it's question 10 with me.
There we go. That hits
penultimate.
me right. Hits me right in the spot.
Fucking prick.
Fucking prick.
Hits me right in the G spot.
All right, so
Right in my fupa.
which Christmas song contains the lyric, "Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way"?
Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee.
Wow.
Good job, bro.
I had to sing it.
Rocking around.
Rockin' in a new old-fashioned way.
A movie that is featured in Home Alone.
Right.
That's
That's where I was.
the reason why I know
He
it.
has the strings on the mannequins and whatnot, making them dance. Yeah. There's a house full of people.
Yeah.
I watched that movie with
the
my
one.
kids.
I think it's Michael Jordan going
Now
around.
that
in
is
the
a motherfucking
train.
Christmas movie, not
It's
a
a great
motherfucking
movie.
Die Hard. Fuck you, motherfucker.
No, Die Hard.
No,
Oh
you
my
just
God.
started
Die
the
Hard.
fight. You just started the fight.
will
Die Hard
argue
is so a Christmas movie.
Well, it's a movie. Actually, it's a movie about fucking the towers. It's a movie about buildings. Is what it really is. It's a movie about buildings.
That takes place during Christmas time.
Right.
I mean, it happened to be on 34th Street. It's a movie about 34th Street.
You know what, man? It ain't
I
Christmas.
mean, you're picking about there's a minor topic in the background subplot.
Don't talk to me.
And you're saying that it's a movie based on that particular genre?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, it's a whole subgenre.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a movie about sewage treatment.
Could be.
That's
It could be.
I mean, it happens in a fucking.
I mean, it could be.
I mean, it's
In
a
a sewer.
stretch, is what
If
I'm
you
saying.
chose
To call
to
it a
use it
Christmas movie, it's a stretch.
Okay, man.
At best.
Lethal Weapon is another Christmas movie.
Get
It's
the fuck
fan-fucking-tastic,
I
right?
guess it depends on your definition of what a Christmas
Right,
movie
that's
is.
what I want my
What is the
Christmas to
main
be.
theme and topic about the movie?
Oh, no.
Is
I
it
ain't-
murder?
no.
Somebody chasing people down and
So is
killing them?
every single
So
Hallmark movie a
is-
Christmas
Is
movie?
is Halloween a movie about lakes? Specifically Crystal Lake? I mean, that's what it's about, right?
No. Friday the 13th.
Depends on
What
your
did I say?
definition of what a
Halloween
lake
would
movie
be
is.
Michael Myers.
Murderers are murderers.
It's all semantics. It's
Right,
all
it is.
semantics.
So,
you know.
But what do we? How do we?
Dude,
get
just
to-
listen
We
to-
entered the danger zone and we didn't even realize.
We're in
it. Before you know it, you're in the danger zone.
We're in question 46, I think.
Holiday Danger
I think the last one you got right was around the Christmas tree. Right?
Yeah, and
Brenda Lee,
we
yeah.
need Dave's final question.
Oh man.
Question 10 for Dave.
What are you
The
supposed?
post-penultimate question.
What are you supposed to do when you find yourself under a mistletoe?
I mean, you know, you
Pull your dick out.
You're supposed to get a little bit freaky. Final answer, bitch.
Look at that, baby.
What do you think of this? Hey, over here. Hey, it's fucking Frank over
Yeah.
here. Let me get this mistletoe out.
We need Maddie. We
All
need
right,
Maddie for
so-
that.
All right, seriously, what's your final answer?
You kiss somebody. Final answer. So I think Scott maybe beat me by 1 point.
Maybe
then.
by one. That was
Is that
pretty-
1 point?
You
yes,
guys really
I-
did good.
Well, yeah, I beat you by 1 point.
Yeah.
So I
That's
got
good. I'll
9
take that.
right, 2 wrong. You've got
8 and 3.
8 and 3, 8 and 2, 8 and 2.
Well,
I got
because
you
of
had
the
bonus.
steals.
Yeah,
Right,
I got
that's
2
right.
bonus. You got 1 bonus.
You should give me a bonus question just to see if I could tie.
Just for the shits
Well,
and
in
grins.
See if we
the
can tie.
steal, I marked it too.
Right.
So.
Okay, just for shits and grins.
All right.
Yeah. Because it would be nice for us to tie on this great holiday occasion.
On this,
Scott.
yeah, it sure would.
Celebrating the return of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Dear Lord, sweet baby Jesus.
Wow, this is interesting. This is an interesting question. Which one of Santa's reindeer has the same name as another holiday mascot? Which one of Santa's reindeer has the same name as another holiday mascot?
Man, that's a toughie.
I'll give you a hint. One of my names already was related to a holiday. Another one of my names is related to a holiday.
Yeah, but there's not a reindeer named. Are we thinking about Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you leading on the right track.
Yeah,
Is there a mascot related with that holiday in any way, shape, or form?
Cupid.
Oh,
Okay,
there you go. Hey, connect the dots. La 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 la.
I forget what's that from.
Is it Pee Wee Herman?
Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah,
Is it Pee Wee Herman?
I
Okay.
think it's Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
I watched Pee Wee Herman with my kids the other day.
Samuel L. Jackson was fucking Cowboy Steve on
Yeah,
that summit with the
yeah.
fucking Jerry.
No.
Jerry
It was Lawrence Fishburne.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Lawrence
He
Fishburne.
was Cowboy
Steve.
Cowboy
Steve.
Curtis.
You know, there's certain actors
Cowboy
that
Curtis?
like,
Cowboy
you
Curtis.
confuse. Like there's certain actors that in my life I've always like confused like one and one.
Samuel L. Jackson, Lawrence Fishburne.
Yes,
Yeah.
those are. That's a good example of right.
They're both great actors.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Both
So,
great actors.
Yeah, I was gonna give you some more examples, but I'm blanking.
You know, man, if you could like be that kind of actor and somebody be like, you know, hey, I love you in this, and you're like, wait a minute, I'm not
that
fucking
was
in it.
me,
Would
that
you
was-
just sign it as the other guy? Anyway?
Absolutely. Why not?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Love you, Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
There you go.
absolutely.
All
I
right.
would do it. Why not? No, that would probably get
Well,
pretty old after a while.
Will Ferrell
Yeah.
and the drummer from
Chad Smith.
Chili Peppers.
from the Peppers.
Yeah.
Those dudes, I think, would be brothers.
Dude, the Peppers guy gets
Yeah.
pissy about it anymore,
Yeah,
though.
you see
Does
they
he
did a-
really?
Yeah,
you
he's
see
not.
You see that they did a drum off.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah,
that
they were in
skit?
skits together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can get tired of it.
Why does what?
I think he just gets pissy about it now because he's over it.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, you know, he's over.
So,
it.
like, are there clips of him getting pissy about it?
Yeah,
or-
it's online. They'll be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, man, you're blah blah blah." And he'll be, oh no, I'm not. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not Will Ferrell.
Right. Chad.
Somebody that
Chili Peppers.
we work with once like drove Will Ferrell to some event, right?
Really? Who was
Yeah.
this?
Like our
One of our bosses or something?
Yeah, one of our bosses, one of our
The big
bosses.
boss?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
When he lived in L.A., I think.
I knew he was. He's got a picture that he passes around every now and then. Our boy Tom. We
Friend
were
of the show.
Yeah,
Yeah, friend
he
of the
was.
show. I guess I can say Tom's
because
name.
we were
Yeah.
on Tom's World Beer Tour.
Yeah.
Oh, the Toms who just
Yeah.
went and said, "Hey, we're doing a podcast."
Yeah,
At
pretty
your
much.
business.
And they were like, "Yeah, cool, absolutely."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one of
I'm
them.
pretty
I
sure
think
he's got a Will Ferrell story.
He's big with I know Kid Rock.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's got a couple stories of partying with Kid Rock. and,
Did we
like-
talk about Kid Rock's house on this show?
Oh, in Nashville, the castle that he's building.
Dude, it's a legit replica of the White House, is what it is.
Right.
No shit.
It's got a
Yeah.
grotto and everything.
The South will rise again.
It is literally the White House that he has built for himself. Yeah, man.
I mean, you got that high level income. You can do that shit, right?
He's making bank, man.
Dude, he can't still be making bank.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He's probably got like investments and shit.
You think?
Well,
I'm guessing.
if he didn't waste his money and invested it, he could be worth fucking God knows how much. But
Right.
You know, one thing that I think is funny.
do you really expect him to have?
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to expect that. He's not, he's not a regular G. He's just a regular failure. Failure.
Failure.
He ain't straight out of Compton. He's straight out the trailer.
Yeah, man.
The trailer.
Did you see that meme with him and The Rock and Chris Rock?
Yeah.
Or it's a rock
It
formation.
was a rock formation.
Oh, did we? Oh, you won. You did get the win, didn't you?
What?
I couldn't remember if we had talked about who won.
Do what now?
I was
Oh, on this? Yeah, I got the win. I got the win.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
She's like the wind. A little Dirty Dancing for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks.
Remember that
It's
song?
a little Patrick.
Right? Isn't that what they
But,
say?
yeah, that was Patrick Swayze.
That's
She's
another
like the
one.
wind.
What's his name? There's Patrick Swayze and.
Oh, he has a doppelganger?
No, yeah, I always confused him with another actor. Who was it?
Steve Irwin.
Too many beers.
Too many beers. No, I get that, man.
George Bush II.
Another white guy with a mullet. I don't fucking know.
Theo Vaughn.
Dude, that's so funny because I was just about to say
yes,
that.
it's from the same
I love
era.
Theo Vaughn.
He's pretty cool. Yeah. He's funny.
I'm sure.
White guy with a would it be He-Man?
A
In fact,
person, not a fucking character.
There's Theo Vaughn.
No,
right
the
there.
dude who played, yeah. Where?
No, not Dolph.
Oh, you
Lundgren.
found, yeah.
You're talking about Dolph Lundgren?
Yeah, Dolph
No,
Lundgren.
not him, no.
Have I ever? Did I tell you the story about when I was a little kid? I had a really long fool's tail, and I was at the barber shop one night, and these fucking hillbillies that were hanging out there started offering me money to cut my fool's tail off, and
You called it a fool's tail.
Yeah,
We used
like
to call 'em a rat tail.
Or like a
That's
rat
what we
tail.
called it,
Yeah,
yeah.
a rat tail. They went all the way up to $100, but I still wouldn't do it.
Damn.
I was attached to that thing.
You must have been. Well, I mean, your hair's long now.
This was like second grade, I think.
Right.
Maybe. Yeah.
I got a photo of a 13-year-old.
A lot of
me.
money for a second grader.
I know, right? Yeah.
Dude, you could have bought so many fucking pens from the
I'm a
school
man of my
vending
principle.
machine.
I'm a man of my principle when it comes to the fool's tale, gentlemen.
The fool's tale.
The rat tail. This caramel's getting all
Who's the
stuck
guy that
in
was
my teeth
married?
right
Who's
now.
the guy that was married to Goldie Hawn, or wasn't married but had
Kurt Russell.
Kurt
Russell and Patrick Swayze. I fucking confuse
yeah, I could see
those
that.
Big
guys.
Trouble in Little
all-
China. I could see
I
that.
always confuse those two. That's who I was thinking of.
I love that dude though, man.
Kurt Russell?
Yeah.
We were watching the Christmas Chronicles earlier today with him.
Oh, with him, he's Santa, right?
Yeah.
Isn't Goldie Hawn in the end of that?
Yeah, I think she's. I know she's in the second.
Like
one
I'm a
too.
sassy Mrs. Claus, bitches.
Goldie Hawn, she was a good-looking woman, man.
Back in the day, but not so much
Her
now.
daughter's very attractive.
She's very old. Her daughter's
Right.
very attractive. I follow Kate
She was
Hudson.
married to.
She was with Chris Robinson from the Black Crowes,
Right.
but not anymore.
Thanks for reading my mind.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I love music, but I don't know the facts.
I saw the Black Crowes. Actually, we were talking about Memphis earlier. I saw the Black Crowes in Memphis.
Right.
And Kate Hudson was there, too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we should save that story for after hours.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do
thank
it.
our Patreon patrons, the Jeff City Paranormal Society.
That's right.
JT.
Keeping it weird.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
JT and the Paranormal Sun keeping it weird.
Keeping it weird, it's a theme.
Oh, man. I tell you. Oh.
Sorry, I was trying to get your attention.
It's okay.
And to our boy, Sir Biscuit Strength.
The homie Taylor.
The homie Taylor.
Keeping it strong, man.
Keeping it strong, brother.
Well, you gotta subscribe if you want to hear After Hours, folks.
Yeah,
So-
After Hours, head on over to patreon.com/the Old 77 podcast.
So for those of you that don't have After Hours, we want to thank our friend Angel for coming and hanging out with us
Thanks for
tonight
having me.
in the
I'm glad
absence
you
of
guys
our
keep
good
asking
buddy
me back.
Maddie.
I'm having so much fun doing this.
Yeah.
You guys don't have to call in sick to get me here.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
Well, then,
yeah,
man, come on over anytime.
yeah, man. You do a great job as always.
Heck yeah.
You know, you threw some bullshit trivia at me tonight, and that's okay. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Hey,
kidding.
Dave's never
like I
done
said,
that.
if you would have won the rock paper scissors,
I know it's true.
it could have been
Different
Completely outcome.
Different outcome. All right, bitches. Thanks for listening. This was episode 84. Can you believe it?
84.
Damn, we're inching pretty close to a hundy. That'll be our next milestone.
That's, episode 8. Episode 100 will be season 5 of the Old 77.
That's only a
the
few short
one
months
and
away.
only.
Yeah,
Old
a few
77.
only a few short months away, folks.
Right? Thanks for listening, y'all.
See you next time.
Head over to Patreon. We can keep the show going.
Word.
And we clear.